So we were
Cool.
blind as fuck as far as I remember before the break.
This was
You
like
saw the tower.
Yeah, you've all seen the tower now, and you're approaching the
We
tower.
both rolled so bad that we didn't see anything more than what the people 25 feet behind us saw.
Exactly, and you guys all see that you're coming up on this little tiny dip or rise rather that rises up and kind of has bushes on it and obscures whatever this tower is in front of you. So we'll just hop right back in. How do you? Grizzles and Anna are leading right now, and Grizzles just he looks to you. So what do you think?
I'm gonna slap him on the shoulder and be like, carefully, go look over the ridge, and I'm gonna give him bardic inspiration, and have him go peekaboo and see what's going on over there. Crawl up onto the top of it and look over, very sneaky like.
Okay. Sounds good.
I'm just gonna like hold where I'm at, have him go forward some more.
Sounds good. We'll see through your eyes for the purpose of cinematics. So Grizzles, I'll tell you what Grizzles sees. As he, so I'm assuming the rest of the group stops. Like you motion for them to stop and hold for a second.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I'll give him the stop in motion.
Yeah. You guys have all been moving pretty stealthily, and no one's been like patrolling out
Even
this far or
the horses.
anything. Yeah.
I just picture the war horses like even further back following
Yeah, they're a little
us.
back. So, so you're just gonna have him like go up, crawl up to the top of the hill or whatever, and then peek over.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm gonna have you make a new stealth roll from this point on, since you haven't been spotted this far. Now you're just pausing for a second, reevaluating. Have him make a new stealth roll. Luckily,
See here.
and he'll be close enough. Okay,
I'm gonna add a D8 to that.
Okay.
Since I gave him one.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Hi, and
22.
he's close enough that he doesn't even have to make a perception or anything. He comes over. The Grizzles crawls up to like a bush here and peers down into this little dip in the ground, or rather just like from the top of the hill looks down at the ground, and what he sees is actually there looks to be like a sort of beat up, broken down keep here. Not too big, and the stone has large like chunks out of it. It looks almost just like a fort more than anything. But there does actually seem there is a little keep here, 10-foot wall or so, and it looks like there's an outer wall and looks like there's a little courtyard. There's a little gatehouse. No, like there's not like a tower on each corner or anything like that. But there is the tower you guys had been seeing is actually this tower that sort of rises up of the inner keep that's in the back. So it's
So I'm assuming the surrounding wall is like kind of rounded then?
no,
like
it's
corner towers.
rectangular. It's like a square tower.
There's just
It's not-
nothing on the corners.
Nope, nothing on the corners. So it looks like so Grizzles has a little bit of height on this. He can actually see that so then this is not all. I haven't even finished everything, but the wall can be walked along and stuff. The gatehouse is elevated a little more than the rest of the wall, of course. The gate is closed right now. Does look like the gate is intact. Not only that, in front of the gate, there are 2 campfires here. Lit campfires going on out here. And around these 2 campfires on either side of the gate are a bunch of hobgoblins and bugbears. There are 4 hobgoblins and 6 bugbears.
Jesus Christ.
And they are, however, these don't actually. So I'm assuming you guys have all seen hobgoblins now. Obviously, you fought hobgoblins. Maybe Layna
I don't
hasn't.
think I don't know if Miles would have seen a hobgoblin before.
You have definitely. You well, like when you were helping Rhymebout and them spy over the the monastery, teleported monastery, whatever monastery.
So he just
you had
hasn't
seen
fought
them. Maybe you haven't fought them, but you know it there. You've seen them. Layna maybe hasn't, but it's you guys have all heard of them at least. Maybe if you haven't seen one. And what's up, Wise Voltage? But no. So the bugbears, I don't think you guys have fought so far, have you? But
I don't recall.
Grizzles would. I'll say Grizzles would definitely know what they are, though. He doesn't have to roll anything. So, so he sees. So he comes. I'm assuming he crawls back to you. Bugbear Grizzles, yeah. He crawls back to you guys and probably relays all this information. I'm trying to think if there's anything else he would have noted. He would say that there were like 2 goblins, normal goblins, up on top of like the gatehouse area. And maybe 1 or 2 walking along the walls patrolling, it looked like.
So all of this is going on outside the keep? Like both the fires are outside or just
both the
just
fires
inside?
are outside. The gate is closed. Oh, and I forget this guy. I was actually going to just say, these don't look like your... Grizzles would know that, and he would tell you guys that these don't look like the hobgoblins that had been working with his master and stuff like that. The ones outside, at least. The ones that he can see. The hobgoblins and the bugbears there, they all actually have uniforms on. Nothing too extravagant, but they all have like a matching color, you know, with their garments. Huh. It's like this this brownish black dark color that they all have.
I think it's a side quest, boys. I mean, what? What was that?
And that's what he tells you. That's about
once Grizzles comes back and tells that to me, I'm gonna bring him back further and converse with the rest of the party and ask them what they want to do. Alright, boys, what are we gonna do?
We followed the tracks to here, which means these are the ones who ransacked that tower and took Jin, so we should go in after her, and get her back.
At the very least, I want to know why they decided to attack the wizard tower.
So, especially so far away.
Like, sure, they must have known the wizard wasn't present, but what were they hoping to find?
And why did they take the girl and not the man?
Have you seen Vincenzo?
Yeah, but she's like 8 years old.
I think she was.
Hey,
she's like 10.
She knows
still,
like
yeah.
she knows like 1.5 cantrips.
Yeah.
Better than Vincenzo, that's for sure.
Does he actually have any martial merits?
He's a knight.
Yeah, you just haven't seen him fight, you know? Can't be too rude to him yet.
There was no dead bodies, so, you know, that's all I'm saying.
All I'm saying
there wasn't even any blood other than his.
Well, so anyways, so what do you guys decide to do? I would say, I'll let you know that this is, so again, the gate was closed and there's sturdy doors there.
Wait, you said what?
The gate is closed that they're in front of.
Yes.
So there is watch above. The fires are like right below the gate and outside it. It is getting to be evening time now. You have maybe maybe 1 or 2 hours of sunlight left. I'll just say 2 hours left. Days are getting longer. So like, I mean, you know, do with that as you will.
Do we try and sneak over the wall and use the fortress against them?
If you have an easy way of doing that.
That sounds convenient for some of us.
And that opens
so
up her backpack and produces a grappling hook and rope.
I also have one of those.
Well, it sounds like a plan to me.
It's the whole sneaking part that
We just need a distraction out front.
Oh no. All the eyes turn to Grizzles. No, I'm just kidding. It's up to you guys.
I am going to ask Ulf and Grizzles to help me find like some branches and brush. I'm going to try and use my disguise kit to make a couple of dummies. Okay.
So how long you guys?
Well, actually, I don't have a disguise kit. I have costume clothes, I should say. I don't think I have a disguise kit. Do I? I have costume clothes. I'm gonna try and dress up some brushes, a couple of people.
And how long are you gonna take with this? How long are you willing to take to make it look good?
I'd be willing to take like a half hour, I'd say.
Okay.
Basically, I just want to stuff some clothes and shove them on the horses and have them walk by the front gate.
Okay.
I'm not giving you my horse for that.
We have magical horses, don't worry.
Yeah, you paid for yours.
Should probably ways away.
I left my horse at the river.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, you didn't say so,
That's where we left them behind.
You guys dismounted there, so I'd assume that
my
if you
horse,
might have
my
done
horse
that.
is magical. It's been following me.
Mine isn't, so it wasn't.
That's fine. Yeah, no, Nox left hers at the riverside.
Well, we talk. Ulf's horse just like crawls up, like.
So you're gonna take like half
finally.
an hour to like stuff some bushes up together, rig them up to look like a person roughly. I get what you're saying. All right, so
and I basically want the horses to walk by far enough away that the hobgoblins and bugbears won't be able to tell that the silhouettes they see on the horses are just like bushmen.
okay. While you guys are doing this, I'm gonna have
I suggest to the group that
Also,
we
Ulf's
could
horse is
also-
getting volunteers, so if he has any objections, speak now.
we could also wait to see if that giant shows up.
If we
He
wait,
said Ulf will do that, and then he said no objections.
all right.
All right.
What am I looking at?
All right, so
Shit.
so Craigox, I'm gonna have you roll me a d6.
Oh God, D6s.
D6.
Yeah, just roll me a d6. Not Ulf doing it this time. That's good. Okay. All right, yeah. Half an hour passes, and you guys. Well, actually, hold on. Before we do that, roll me a perception check, everyone.
My best roll because I totally took proficiency in one of the most important skills.
Oh shit.
I didn't. I totally didn't ignore one of the most important skills.
Okay. Oh
You roll
my
well all the time.
God.
You don't need proficiency in that.
Hey, Miles. No, it's here's this. It's pretty faint, honestly. So it's like you just happen to be listening right at the right time. You're waiting for the rest of the group while they're preparing this plan or whatever, and everyone's preparing themselves. Maybe you walk off a little bit to take a piss. It doesn't matter. In any case, you hear a ways away some rustling, and back in like the trees behind you guys somewhere. It's far away from you guys enough, and then actually you catch a tiny glimpse of what appears to be a like a hobgoblin-sized, human-sized figure. Just a glimpse. It did look like they had like reddish skin or something. They're probably not human. And it passes through the trees real quick. Not towards you. In fact, kind of away from you. This is during the prep time for the plan. While Anna and the others are like, finding some bushes and stuffing stuff into this to make a dummy, basically.
Do you think we've been spotted then?
I'm not exactly sure.
Do we risk it?
Well, if we stay here, we risk getting ambushed here in the woods. If we run out to the castle walls, I suppose we run the risk of engaging in melee and being shot at with arrows.
I say we just take the fort.
It does seem to be the simplest option. I don't know about the easiest, but it is quite simple. I respect a simple plan.
Not
So
as if we can't handle it.
So we'll have the horses cause the distraction. We'll have Ulf and Layna throw the grappling hooks and climb up first, presumably on the opposite side of the wall. Then we'll just try and capture the fort. Perhaps keep the gate
My
closed.
grappling hook is fitted to shoot from my crossbow as well. So
Well, some of us aren't fancy. Not to mention you have to give your crossbow if you want somebody else to use it. Anyway, it shouldn't be too much of an issue climbing the wall. 10 foot with
At
with
least
2
two of
ropes.
us can just spawn them. So
Right.
I
Actually, only one
cannot
of us
spawn the
can now.
crossbows.
Anyway, well,
oh,
I support this plan. I say probably the sooner we do it, the better if we've been spotted. Especially with
Alright.
the sun going down.
I guess release the horses as we start working our way towards the opposite wall.
You
Yeah.
never really struck me as the kind of person who would be afraid of the dark, Nox.
I'm not afraid of the dark, but I just feel like I can't see in it anymore like I used to be able to.
I like that.
You used to be able to see in the dark.
Well, I suppose I never actually said that. explicitly. Yes.
I like that.
Well, I guess there was always magical darkness around you. I just assumed you could see through that only.
I used to see things in the dark. That's when I was a child, though.
That's not what we're talking about, Layna. Not at all.
Oh my god. Do you summon the darkness under your bed to surround you? Are there monsters in the darkness?
Oh my god.
Yes.
Yes.
Usually.
Boobily.
Boobily.
So you guys just so you're gonna set the horses to like run out from behind this little hill to inside of them.
Have them cross in front of the front gate at a distance.
Okay, and then
And they're both intelligent.
yeah,
They can.
yeah, they can tell.
And they can also communicate telepathically.
Yeah, they understand
With
enough what's going on. And then the rest of you are going to go around. So I should describe this a little better. The inner keep is up against like one of the walls, against the opposite wall of the gate. So the back wall.
Oh, so we'll be like right up on that keep.
Yeah, the keep is taller though, of course. The part there. But there is a section of the back wall. Not the whole wall. The keep isn't the whole back wall. You know, it's like there's a section where you could jump over and actually probably have cover from most of the courtyard behind the keep, if that makes sense. So I'm assuming that still
Are there any
works.
entrances into the keep, like on top of the wall?
Yeah, there might be on. Well, I don't know. Like I was imagining that the wall transitions into the wall of the keep, so it's like that. The wall kind of stops being walk along there, and at that point, people would walk on top of the keep itself, like on the roof of it, or in the tower that protrudes from it. It's kind of like a multi-layered
So
setup.
the keep is only 10 feet tall.
No, the wall's only 10 feet tall. The keep is
Well, you just said they walk on top of the keep, though.
once
So
the
is there
wall
like a
reaches
huge
it.
staircase?
No. The staircase is not outside. Presumably, it's inside.
So you're saying there's no doors on the wall of the keep where the wall itself.
It looks like
meets it?
it looks like there might be one as you guys are starting to move around. Yeah, I'll say it looks like there is one on one side, the side you guys are going
And I
around.
would propose going for that, since I assume what we want is probably in the keep.
I suppose that makes sense.
We either go into the keep or we try and take the gate and keep the enemies outside.
I suppose if we take the keep, we probably could kill their leader before they could get inside to us. And then at that point, we're inside and we can control the choke point while they try to get into it.
I'm fine with it.
Alright, let's do it.
Okay. Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. So you guys are going to. When are you going to spring this plan? While you're moving around, or when you're already in position? You can telepathically tell them to do it. When is your plan here?
Well, I'd prefer if we could get up to the wall before the horses started going, but if we couldn't feasibly do that, they'd have to start distracting everyone beforehand. Ideally, they'd start causing a ruckus right when we'd throw the grappling hooks up. But kind of depends on if anyone's over on that side of the building.
Okay. Sounds Gucci. Let me go ahead and do one last thing here. Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay. So... I gotta think about how this would best work. Yeah. Alright, so you guys are getting in position. Like I said, there are a couple goblins on the walls. But I'm assuming you guys are taking your time. You're on a time limit, so I'm not going to make you roll stealth rolls.
Yeah, since we have, what, an hour and a half of daylight left?
Yeah, you got a while, so you have plenty of time to make it around to the back of here, going through the brush. However, I'm going to have... Who's leading the group here?
Let's see. Ulf and
possibly
Layna would be
and-
doing the grappling hooks. So they'd definitely be near the front. I don't know if anyone else would be in front of them, necessarily.
Okay.
Nox, maybe, since she was proposing or discussing where we go. I don't know.
Okay, I'm going to
Yeah,
have...
Anyone want to lead?
I could see myself near the front, but we probably want our rope throwers like getting there as soon as possible.
Alright.
So we'd have the tanky boys in front.
Alright, so I'm gonna... In that case, I'm gonna have, Perplex. Roll me a d10 this time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh!
Might be good, boys.
Might be good, might be horrible.
Uh,
I prefer a nice middle, generally.
in this case, that is good. So you pass without incident over to the,
Ooh. Is your internet trying to download something right now?
oh, it's because hold on, one sec. It's because I have OBS up or something. Let me see. Hopefully that helps.
It's getting worse.
This boy's dead.
Am I good now? Am I back?
Sessions.
Right?
Give me a sec.
Not bad.
It's doing what it did the other night.
Yep.
It's doing what it did the other night, where it like cuts out for 2 minutes. Yeah, there. Hold on, one sec. I'll be right back.
Normal people.
All right. Well, anyways, all right. So let's get back to the
Alert
issue
for alert.
at hand. If I sound okay enough.
I got you all back.
Yeah,
That's
I don't know
good.
what's going on with the stream. I could,
$F.
but
Ooh.
Yeah.
all right.
I'm only 25 away.
You guys ready to get going?
Yeah.
And hopefully my internet won't crap out completely.
I mean, we're waiting on you.
All right, so the plan is to go around to the back of this place and get up on the wall and maybe get into the keep directly. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Koyaks?
Muted.
I know.
Rip.
We need
Pretty
Koyaks.
sure that was the plan.
I mean, it sounds familiar to me.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds familiar to me as well. But
Alright.
I think Kragok should be here for this.
Yeah.
And you roll the D10.
And,
You roll the 1.
Koyaks.
he is possibly experiencing a storm of the lifetime, and
An
his whole
earthquake
house has
happened?
been-
Car-sized hail.
Yeah.
Jesus.
An earthquake happened. Minnesota sank into the ocean. The
They're
nearest,
getting
the
very
nearest
Something
version.
I left.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's how that
A
would
fucking boy can't even covertly take a piss.
Yeah. Okay,
Should we
so
have
like-
yelled louder?
yeah.
I heard everything. Like
That's hilarious.
I turned my normal speakers on when I leave the computer.
Alright. So
But yeah, I just assumed Jack
feel
had
like-
it covered since he agreed with the plan pretty forcefully, so I assumed he'd be fine with just like
I was just
Being
wanted to
Commander
make sure
Jackie.
that what poetry said was what we were.
Yeah,
actually
you're gonna
doing.
go around to like the back side of the wall and try to get on the wall near where the door to the
Ye-
keep is, right?
yeah.
Alright, yeah.
Wait, Jack doesn't remember?
I mean, that sounds familiar, but you were the one who came up.
Yeah, just you gotta get
Have
run it
you been
by
Snapchatting again?
No.
the ooh just kidding. No,
Nah, we
it's
would have
fine.
heard something by now.
So the
Snapchat doesn't get notifications.
No, we like usually just hear like videos going off.
Yeah, that's true. Alright, so we
These are
will
advancements.
then go ahead and play this out. So, as you guys are coming up here,
That reminds me.
you take your time to make sure you don't get spotted by goblins that are actually occasionally walking along the walls.
You're also still in buffer time for me.
Alright, that's okay.
It's
And
not for me.
if it's just the stream, then the stream people will suffer at the cost of playtime. That's
Yeah,
fine
it's
by
up for me.
Alright. So anyways,
It's just off and on buffer time.
Yeah. So the
As long as the local recording's fine.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's it should be fine. So so you guys can make it around to the back, and I'm assuming you're gonna wait till like when a goblin passes by. It does look like they have a patrol set up here. You guys
Yeah,
actually...
basically, if we had the time, we'd want it to be when they're just turning back around to go the other way, and probably have the distraction go off around the same time.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. Just gotta think about something. Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. I like it. So you're gonna set the distraction off. You guys are all in position. You have the grappling hooks ready to throw or whatever. Give me the word, and the horses will trot by.
Well, I think we're all ready.
Yeah.
Hey, sounds good.
Get
So,
this.
so the horses, you communicate with them, and the horses are told, walk by now, and they start to they walk by, and you hear like distant shouting all of a sudden, like.
Basically, I'd want them to start fleeing if anything tries to actually approach them.
Yeah, no, I'm assuming you would have told them that. Yeah, so
Yeah.
before even doing this, so yeah, so they but you do hear yelling. It sounds like hobgoblin yelling, as you might expect. And they
Horses would understand.
yeah, and the goblin that had just like gotten to this part of the wall and was starting walking back to the front. He like looks over, you see, and then runs away and is out of your guys' vision. So I'm assuming this is when
Right.
you take your chance.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna run up there and shoot a grappling hook up there, man.
So I'm not even gonna make you roll anything to see if you like get it in the right spot. But I will say, are you trying to make sure that you're still being stealthy, or are you just kind of going for it quickly now?
What do you mean by that?
Like, do you want to try and purposely...
In game terms, it would be like half speed movement to be stealthy, normal movement, or rushed movement.
Well, I mean, like, for, are you trying to...
I would probably be going normal movement.
Alright. Oh, yeah,
No,
So
I'm
not
not
stealthy, but not like
actively-
clanging
once-
around,
like-
Yeah,
sprinting.
I'm
like
not
when you're-
actively trying to tell them that I'm here.
Mhm.
So like, I'm not screaming, "Hey, grappling hook out," anime style.
But I also
Yeah.
mean, what I also mean, though, is, like, this is a stone wall, so the grappling hook is probably going to clang around and make some noise.
Yeah.
Oh, am I
Probably.
trying to shoot the grappling hook stealthily?
Yes.
So basically, hit it good so it doesn't clang too much.
No,
If not-
I'm trying to make it secure.
Okay, yeah, then in that case, to be honest, I'm not even going to make you roll.
Good idea.
I would have only made you roll if it was like you're trying to specifically shoot at one specific point, to not make noise. But in that case, it'll probably clang a bit, but you'll make it sure it's secure. I'm not going to make you roll.
So we got 2 ropes going up.
Yep, the ropes, they fly up. You still hear shouting. What do you guys, so now the ropes are up. It's not high of a wall, so I'm assuming you guys are just going to climb up and get on the wall?
It's definitely trying to climb.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be
my
Layna and
boys.
Ulf. I don't know who the second 2 would want to go.
I'll
My
go.
rope is
after those two.
also.
I would like to go.
notched. if
So
I
it's-
remember.
Yeah, let me write this down, actually.
So it's Layna, Ulf, Miles, Nox, and then Anna, Grizzles.
Sounds right to me.
Layna. Oh, one sec. Give that meat again. Layna,
Layna,
Ulf.
Nox, Miles, and a Grizzly.
Got it. Okay.
I was before Knock.
So Layna and Ulf first
you're coming with me.
simultaneously.
You're on
Knox
opposite
and Miles,
ropes. We're going
yeah.
up in sets of 2.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Strong
problem, I
boys, melee boys, and then squishy boys.
All right. Well, give me a sec to think about something real quick.
No.
Nope, no time. Instant action. We're gonna make you roll dice if you take too long.
You should have made Grizzles a squishbuckler.
A what? A squishbuckler?
Squishbuckle.
Okay, so as you guys are, so you guys, the first 2 of you, Layna and Ulf, you make it up onto the wall, and what you see is you see the inside of this courtyard, and actually, so right below you, basically, in this little corner of the courtyard, there is a looks like a training area with like dummies set up, like target practice dummies. Across from you, on the front end, the front side, in the courtyard, there is what seems to be like a disused, unused, disrepaired stables area. No horses are currently in there. Actually, no, there's 1 horse in there. Sorry. Saddled and everything, but in one of the stalls.
Loot boys!
And there is, then you can see the gatehouse, and then that's all you can see, because then the keep is kind of in your way, blocking your vision. You see...
Tell me about this door.
Yeah, so the door is pretty simple. It's like just a 1 tile, 5 feet, whatever, wooden door. Pretty hardy looking, like it looks like it's meant to sustain an attack. And is the rest of the group coming up right now? So I'm assuming, are you gonna bust
I'm assuming we'd be like fucking on top of each other.
You also, so right, as Nox and Miles are coming up then, so like you have just a second to process this, and the rest of the, the next 2 come up, you hear a horn being blown from the front direction. Brrr,
Okay, I assume that's a good thing.
I don't
Are
know.
we getting any info from the telepathy horses?
Oh, yeah, let me tell you that they do. Probably nothing too crucial, but I'll tell you what they're seeing and thinking. I'm telling you, conveying to you. The horses, they're like, yeah, this is going from the order. They're like, okay, we're walking out now. And then when you guys heard the shouting, they're like, oh, they definitely see us. We're gonna start, maybe trot around a bit, then run away when they start to come in. Come closer to us, and then they're like, they are like, oh, definitely chasing us. We gotta go. And then I like them. I like them. Think of them as having these like calm voices because they're.
They literally can't permanently die.
Yeah, exactly. They're just like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, we're going now.
They're actually just like, for them, it's playing a video game.
Yeah. So they're like, oh yeah, whatever. No, they. Oh, by the way, one of them is called the Horn. There's goblins up on the wall there, which you guys actually do see now in the gatehouse.
The way I picture it, for like summoned creatures, we're basically the NPCs that they like.
Yeah.
In a video game, they can respawn, but if they fuck up, we die. That's the only consequence. They'll come back,
Yeah.
but
So and then by this point now, so you guys hear the horn, and then a couple seconds later, you're all on the wall here. This wall is pretty thin, by the way. This is not a big keep. So the wall, like the space to stand on, is only about 5 feet wide. So you're in single file right now. And the door.
So we like just spread wide.
Yes, and the door is on one side. Otherwise, you can like hop down into the courtyard. The goblin.
I guess one question would be, which way did the first people go? Did they go towards the door? Or
Layna
away
went to
from
the door,
when they
I
climbed?
assumed, right? You were gonna look at it and examine
I'm
it.
going to the door.
Yeah, following her.
Hopefully, you're opening the door then. Since we're gonna...
I'm going to try to open the door.
Alright,
as soon as we can get to that point.
Are you gonna do anything else first, like
of this?
So everyone's up now. Do you want to open the door?
I would like to try to open the door. Yes.
Are you gonna do it, normal, or are you gonna try to kick it in or anything? What?
I'm probably just gonna open the door.
Alright. Sounds good. You open the door, and as you open it, then you hear voices from within that are now being unmuffled. I've been muffled before. and you see in front of you what looks to be a lot of goblins and a hobgoblin and 2 bugbears who all see you and turn to you. Roll initiative.
Oh, hey. Found some boys.
Yep, we're gonna do a mop drop, yeah.
Mop drop!
We can have the mop drop before initiative.
Yeah. Let's do that. I'll do that before initiative, just to give me a sec, so you can guys
Initiative
have your,
tracker at the very least?
See, yeah, so you can have your tokens up.
Yeah.
We
got a token.
Oh crap! You know what? I got a better.
Gotta have my totes.
Of course, like,
I like it.
420.
if people want to deal with the pain of it, they can just like re-roll initiative and then modify it to whatever they rolled the first time.
Yeah.
Like it's also
gonna
just
take
more
exactly as
convenient.
long.
I only say this because we have somebody that already rolled.
Give me a sec. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but,
fine.
shit.
You know,
Not a big deal.
I'm
Have
not
I
into
ever
the whole,
stopped talking shit?
No.
I'm not into the whole
I mean-
editing it afterwards thing. I'd just like to click on my token and then roll.
Okay, give me a sec.
I appreciate that you can edit it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure, but
Yeah, I mean, I also appreciate that, but like, also, I would rather just click my token and then roll.
Okay. So this is
In an ideal world.
probably not going to be the greatest looking map, but it's functional, and that's all that matters, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think any of your maps have been the greatest looking maps.
Yeah, they're functional enough.
Like, that's not meant to sound rude. That's just meant to sound honest.
Oh shit.
Like, a lot of them
mean,
have just been areas with color.
I mean, that's all you
The-
need.
the maps have been partially good most of the time.
Yeah.
The problem is we normally go off map though and need
That's true. And then I have to draw.
colored hallway.
No,
Like, I
maybe-
appreciate that Roll20 supports like dropping tiles and like freehand drawing. I kind of wish that they had like really rudimentary, just like symbol stuff for the sake of making like almost hand-drawn looking maps, though. Like if you could just drag tile by tile lines and
Well, you can kind
simple
of do
shapes.
that, but you have to make it all manually, and you can lock it
Yeah,
to the
but,
grid
like,
though.
MS
But it's
Paint
also
style.
kind of
Like
it's a
MS Paint
little bit
style
annoying to have to
drawing.
use.
like it'd be nice if it
Mm.
had the closest equivalent to just like paper and pencil without actually having to try and draw a straight line. With
Hold
your
on, I'll
fucking
drop
mouse
you. I'm gonna
cursor.
put your tokens down first, and then drop you. So what is the order
Yeah, I like
here?
to think
Layna
that
first,
somebody,
obviously, but
Yeah, I like to think somebody who's like good at drawing, DMing could actually just use their tablet to make maps as they go.
yeah.
Does Roll20 actually function on like
I mean that's
touch
what I
tablets?
sometimes
Yeah.
mean.
It
Well,
doesn't
touch
function with mine.
Touch tablets can actually just be set up to be your mouse. So like as soon
yeah,
as
Well,
you
that's what they
touch
are.
it-
They're a pointing device.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like if as soon as you touch it, it's a left click.
So I'm just gonna put you guys in the
show you
order on the wall that you guys had written to me, or whatever. The Layna, then Ulf, then Nox, then Miles, then Anna, then Grizzles.
Yeah, you can just decide which rope was closer to the door and then
Yeah,
just like order
yeah,
us that
exactly.
way.
Yeah, I think this is fine. So I'm gonna have to explain what's going on here. And I haven't even actually placed the enemies down, but that's okay. Map.
I love the fact that initiative is probably going to get rolled really awkwardly compared to the order we are, but at least we can pass through each other's tile.
Can you guys see all your characters, right? Go, wait.
Hey.
Oh, yeah,
There
yeah.
they are.
Yes.
If-
Hey, I can
I
see.
can tell you alt dropped Grizzles.
Also, you should probably give Ulf 15-foot aura permanently.
Oh, yeah.
I like
yeah.
how Miles is injured already.
I got
You-
hurt earlier.
You guys can always see his aura now, so that
Wait, is it 15 feet?
he can. Well, if you can change the aura, but
It's
they will
10
always
foot,
be
I
able to
believe.
see your aura now.
Auras
so
start
that's
at
good.
10 foot and then eventually at high level
You're
switch to
right.
30.
It's
Alright.
10 feet.
10 feet. I switched that for you. All right, there you go.
Oh yeah.
Really, I don't think his
Well,
aura is going to come into effect today, but yeah.
We'll see. I mean, against these enemies, probably not.
Not awful.
This is also the first time I've rolled above a 5.
Yeah, congratulations.
Initiative.
I suppose I should roll initiative.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't even dropped the enemies down, like I said, but I'll figure that out.
I suppose I should have like actually took
Oh,
a
you
token
haven't.
when I did that. I have to
No,
fucking
Yeah,
fix it.
We are looking at an empty room.
Yeah, it's an empty room right now.
Hey,
Um,
so road high again. but that's supposed to be 18. Click on
You see
his
these red
token.
bars?
Those are doors.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry about that. Those are like where the doors were marked on the just primitive map I made to have everything.
That's a classic poetry door right there.
So there are like about a dozen goblins. Do you guys want me to split them up into 2 groups or all one big group? It's up to you.
I would like them to be individually rolled.
That's not.
Yeah, let's
happening.
have them individual.
Yeah, no, that's not happening.
All right, let's have them in. You said there are how many goblins?
About a dozen.
12.
Yeah.
Let's have
groups
them
of
in
3.
groups.
How about you roll 12?
I'd say
of
groups
them,
3.
and then take the average.
Groups of 3, I can do that. Let me do that real quick then. So let me. This will be red group. Does it copy like the little modifier things on it? Oh, it does. Cool. There's red group. Hold on. And I have to position them too. If you really want there to be 4 different groups, fine with that. Are you sure you don't want 3 groups of 4?
Yes, I am sure I don't want 3 groups of 4.
Oh, wait, that's not what I meant to do.
The closest thing that you're willing to do to individual rolling, that's what I would like.
I'm not going to do that. It's way too much.
The closer
Yeah, but,
to
like, the closest
the closer
thing
to
that you
average
can-
Oh,
that
yeah,
you can
yeah,
get for
I get
enemies,
ya.
the better.
All right, sounds good. No, I
the
understand.
closest thing you're willing to do to that, you know.
Yeah, no, I got you.
It would be nice if there was like there's probably something out there for Roll20 where you can like mass roll individual stuff, but
Yeah, there might be a
could
macro
just-
for that.
You could just roll, 12 d20.
Okay, I'm not going to position him yet, but let's go ahead and just roll up the
Could
stuff.
do that.
Give me a second. All right.
I'm starting to understand why a lot of DMs just
Okay.
avoid swarm
spell.
combat
It's,
Right away.
it's
and stick
really
to
annoying.
big enemies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not as fun. Might be
Because
A lot
if
of
you were
fun,
to
DMs
actually.
also roll initiative ahead of time.
That's true.
Because if you were to roll,
That would make sense.
Well,
Like if you know the encounter could potentially happen, you just roll like 25 initiatives if there's going to be
and then
25
just
enemies.
Go down the list.
Mhm.
No.
But yeah, if all of them were to be rolled at once and you rolled a 20, I
We
would
die.
probably be dead.
Yeah.
Wolf would probably be dead
Yeah,
I
no,
would
that's
probably be
that
dead.
is
Close to
fair. That
dead.
is fair. I will give you that.
because
Hold on.
Yeah, that would be tantamount to the. I can't remember if it's an old D&D way or just like an alternate
It's
where
an
Where you
alternate.
do the whole.
It's an
where,
alternate.
where all
Yeah.
the entire player party goes and then the entire enemy party
Yeah,
goes based
exactly,
on
yeah, you
what
roll
is it like
one
the
for each
highest
of them.
average initiative of
It's
either
just
group.
Whoever wins initiative wins the fight.
All right, so here's All right.
Like I can
let's
understand the
do
idea in
that.
theory, like it's good for team like interaction, but
Mhm.
horrible for
Okay.
combat balance the way D&D works.
Yeah.
For a different system, it would be great. Just not D&D.
They got a 10. That's the orange ones. Can I add a name to that? No, not really, huh?
The only
right.
group I can't see
Alright,
at all.
that's fine. I'm gonna write down
can
what
see
order
it.
of the colors is here. So
I can see them
So,
all. They're the only
orange.
ones or no.
Oh, no, I can see orange, red.
I can
red.
see
Red is
olive
the
red,
only
olive
ones
blue,
that-
and a
I haven't
tiny
actually
bit of green.
positioned
I can
them.
see olive red, olive blue, half
Blue.
of green, half of orange.
Blue roll
I
6.
can just see all of them, so don't worry about it.
Red.
Also, if things go to shit, remember this wall is only 10 feet tall.
Yeah. All you have to do is dangle yourself over the edge and then drop.
Or
I
use the
mean,
rope.
it would be literally a 4
You-
foot drop
using the
if
rope
I
isn't
dangled
anything-
myself.
Did I not roll not go through? Excuse me. No, it just rolled the same thing twice. Fair. Wow. And that's pretty shitty. Alright, cool. So let me
Hey, you're destined to get lots of shitty rolls just because you roll a lot.
So,
Yep.
there are 3 groups of goblins because 2 of them rolled the same. Red and green will go in the same, so I'm just going to make them all red. Let me do that real quick. Alright, and then I got to put in the 1 hobgoblin and the 2 bugbears. And then we'll get going here.
I wonder how similar a monster bear is to a PC, because I've never actually looked up the monster version.
Oh
boy.
god, is that...
Bugbears.
Bugbear.
What bugbear
Bugbears?
token is that?
Oh, I know what they do.
What? They're so small.
I don't think I chose that one. Is that like a default one? No. Did I choose
Bugbears
that?
are only
Oh,
medium
did
size.
you did you hold Alt when you dragged them off of the?
No. I don't know. That's
Because
weird.
I know that can do weird things to their size.
Whatever.
They're so small.
No, I think it's
They're
just a small
only
token.
medium.
That's fine. Yeah, they're just. I mean,
Small
they're.
boy.
The way I think of
I
it
mean,
is that
like,
hobgoblins
can
are human
you see
size
these
and
boys?
bugbears are like orc size or something like that. You know, they're. I don't know. So it's like not a huge difference, but.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
D&D has the problem
They look so
of
small.
we want everything to be medium for game balance.
I
No,
mean,
even the
oh
big
my
wave.
god.
Bugbears just are medium.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
just...
they're medium.
They're a big medium, but they're medium.
Yeah. Okay, so let me.
Yeah.
Bugbears, base height is
Just
all-
like furbolgs are a big medium, but they're medium.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're.
Even though they're like
Furbolgs
12
are a
feet
big
tall.
medium
They're
that
like
used to
an
be a
11-foot
large
medium,
before they were
yeah.
No, but I
playable.
mean in the monster manual, they're medium.
Yeah. No, I mean.
So
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we knew that.
Jesus. That's my phone.
What's this red thing?
Jesus is your phone?
Yes.
What red thing? The hobgoblin?
It's the door.
Oh, the door. Yeah, that's the door on the
No.
other side.
No.
Oh, that's
The,
Jen.
the red one.
No.
Oh.
That can't
Oh.
be Jen. He has a crossbow.
Gem is not in here. No, that's the hobgoblin.
Oh, that's a
He's very
hobgoblin.
tiny. I don't know why he's so tiny. Look, you know, I think it's
Oh,
just
then what are the brown ones?
those are or bugbears.
Bugbears.
Oh, okay.
Let's
Okay. That makes sense.
Rawr, there you go. Now they. That's a little too much.
A little too much.
There you go.
There you go. That looks sort of right.
This one is slightly bigger than his buddy. Get better side of the genetic pool. They're not facing you though. Let me fix that. I rolled their initiativos. Show.
Man, not rolling a 1 on initiative is fun.
Yeah. I'm gonna sort you by descent. Do you see all of them, by the way? Bugbear, hobgoblin. It doesn't matter if you do or not, but.
Yeah, I can see all of them.
Alright, sounds good. So the order of the goblins, since you guys are finding out anyways, you can hold me to this now to make sure I don't forget.
Don't forget the view bot.
Yeah, that's true. Is it showing up on stream a little bit at least? I guess I can put the thing further in. Hold on. Yeah, that's more fun for the stream.
Yeah.
Alright. So actually, I'm gonna describe what you see first as I get these things positioned. But you guys actually see the fact that when you guys are walking in, it seems like they there's like bedrolls in here that I'm not gonna place all them out for. The goblins are actually kind of like just spread out randomly throughout the room. They look like they were all relaxing or sleeping, and have just been awoken by probably that horn that you guys just heard, and are now coming to. But they're all definitely awake now. And the thing is that like they're awake because of the fact that the bugbears are sort of like yelling at them and bossing them around. The hobgoblin, they are sort of bossing them around and stuff like that. This table's actually here. I had not moved it into the correct place. There are stairs that lead down, presumably, and up. Actually, it's like sort of spiral staircase that goes both ways. And that is going to be in the bottom left corner. One second, let me get that copied and pasted. And I do have a map of the whole like outside area too, but I'm not going to bother dragging you guys over there unless you really want me to, because right now this is what we're focusing on.
Yeah, that's okay.
All right. Sounds good. So yeah, there's like a staircase that is opening up here that as well. And there is one of the however, there is this this hobgoblin that's up closer, or not hobgoblin, bugbear up here, who's closer to you guys. He actually looks like he was heading right towards the door when you busted in, when you opened the door. He was heading right towards it.
Bust in.
He peacefully busted in. And there's a mess of all these things in here looking at you, and they immediately draw their weapons, pick up their weapons, and that's where we rolled initiative. So, with that being said, we'll go ahead and and hop right in here. So, Ulf, I will actually, no, one more thing, actually. These hobgoblins and the bugbear in particular, are, and neither are the goblins for that matter, they are not wearing the same, like, uniform that you guys had been told about that the other ones had. And maybe seen if you had taken your own glimpses over. They're not wearing the same, like, signifying colors. But then again, actually, a couple of the goblins are pretty much naked. Because they hadn't, you know, they were sleeping or whatever. Still.
You tell me they don't sleep in full armor?
No, because they're normal creatures.
Normal.
Yeah. Anyways, though, so it's Ulf's turn. What is he gonna do?
Yep.
I can't remember the rules for allied creatures of the same size. Are they rough terrain or just like easy? You can move through them normally.
I think it's like rough terrain. I don't remember.
I know the way you've been playing it.
Yeah. So what are you doing there?
Hold
on. So Moonbeam is a 10 or 5 foot. Yeah, there you go.
Ooh. Okay. Yada yada yada. So it's a 5 foot race. And who are you centering
Apparently
it
it's
on?
always double movement.
Who are you centering it on?
Right here.
Okay. Okay. So you're gonna like hit both of them too?
Yep.
That's the idea. Okay.
You might want to make a little thing because you
Yeah.
can move it.
Okay, yeah, I can do that.
Oh, the moonbeam can just like scrape around.
He can move it on his turn.
Yeah.
So like a token with a aura around it, then I guess that he can
Moonbeam.
move. Be the easiest.
Is it? Oh,
I
that's
feel like we
what-
should all just
okay.
have. We should almost just all have a generic token for if we ever need one. That can just be dropped.
That's off center.
Yeah. Let me. Oh, I can't select it. Give me a sec.
You
Wait.
can technically
Oh no!
just
Oh
use
no!
your
I think.
bio
Hold on.
picture.
I gotta
Wow.
reload roll 20. It got like
Wow,
off
look-
centered. Weird.
Look at this guy trying to position his fucking.
Yeah, no. Actually, they all
creatures.
have +3 longswords now.
Thank God, dude.
All
We're
right,
gonna
so
kill
I have
them
a
and
plus
sell them.
5 longsword.
I would actually love if
shit.
they all.
My
As
roll
long as
20
they
broke.
only
Hold
have
on.
longswords, they only have longswords, nothing else.
My roll 20
And
broke,
leave us
sorry.
in this order.
I gotta
If they
reload
all
it.
have +3 longswords, I will be the happiest person.
Oh,
I will also be the happiest man on the planet.
And
All
also
right.
they're all invincible. Yeah.
Well, you see, Layna is just going to take the dodge action.
All right, where is he?
You see, I'm
Here,
just going
here.
to command them
This
to
guy
drop
was.
their
Oh no, not that one.
to drop their +3 longsword.
Where
And then
is-
you're going to use your action to just like, or use your bonus action to just chuck it off the wall as
I'm
they
just
drop
gonna-
them.
I'm just going to pick them up.
Like there, right? Is that
I
good?
could probably hold all of them.
Where was the bugbear?
I just picture
He's, like,
you
right here,
smelting
right?
them into blocks of iron and shoving them in
good.
your backpack as they drop them.
All right, let me give you.
It's like, ooh, there's another one.
Give me a sec.
I need to.
Apparently, okay. Let me look at what the rest of that does, and then I'll work on getting it done. So any creature or starts its turn there is engulfed in ghostly flames that cause searing pain. It must be a constitution. Okay. So.
This mouse is so heavy now.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Sounds good. So the way I'm reading it, so they don't take it right away. Only when they start their turn, of course. They're not gonna probably.
Correct.
So I'm
When
gonna
they
do that.
start
Yeah,
their turn.
yeah. But
You're
I'll
just
make
gonna
sure...
have to rocks fall Ulf before then.
Yeah, exactly. Here I'm gonna get in a better, like an actual token, so that it'll work better.
What the fuck?
It's fire, I know,
Why
but
don't
it
you
works.
just put an aura around the token?
You know what? That's a
Just make it
better.
one time.
That's a
That
better
is what I
idea.
suggested, just a simple token with
Yeah.
with an aura on top of it.
That works
I mean,
too.
it's the way that we've done like all AOE
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah,
so
that's good. All right, is that good?
Yeah.
yeah.
make me happy.
And then give him control
I'll
of the
give you
token if
control over
you
it.
can, quick.
Yep, I got that. Controlled
Hacker voice.
by... Hacker voice. I'm in. I put Drake instead of Matt. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
I'm gonna take a step.
Honestly, since he has
What's
that, you should probably just give him permanent access to a token like that. That way you can just drop the same token over and over.
Yeah, I'll do that. Eventually.
that at
Never.
some point.
And he'll forever have this spell prepared no matter what.
So, alright, so cool. Do you do anything else if you moved in? Fair.
No, that's all I do.
Alright. In which case, Layna, it is your turn.
Are you just gonna like hopscotch each other?
We're leapfrogging, actually.
Yeah, leapfrogging is the appropriate term.
Yeah.
Don't question me.
You're a dirty mind.
So what is Layna doing?
What?
You guys can all see
That
that,
color
right?
combination.
Yeah, we can see that.
I 100% see that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
right now.
No, just kidding.
You want to say what you're casting though?
Yo, so, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Yeah, wow.
You kind of got to know what you're,
Tell it for the audience, man.
My bad. Wow, that was such a bad roll.
Oh, the
Also,
Spirit Guardians.
like,
But, like-
spell card us.
The damage rolls not
I
when you
mean-
cast it; it's when they take the damage.
Yeah.
So that roll doesn't count.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like you see, I wish if you went to the spell thing, it would just always roll the card. Since I have an attack.
There's
spell.
You can go to the spell itself and switch it to spell card and just
yeah,
have.
I just like don't.
Just
wanna
create an
have to
attack.
Do that every
Create a
single
separate
time.
attack. No, create a separate attack.
Yeah, do what I've done with sneak
yeah, that's
attack
fine.
on this rogue
Yeah,
boy.
I just want the compendium just to drag it in the way I want it though.
Nah.
You'll never get what you
yeah,
want.
so this is okay.
I still love how when you don't have a roll, it just overlaps the name.
Troy, I was curious. What do your spirit guardians look like?
Yeah, that's actually cool. Describe them first.
Yeah, let's hear about your ancestors.
Yeah, they look
whatever
like
they are.
they look like celestial flying hammers.
Ooh, that sounds
So
kind of
you-
cool.
You have weapons that as spirit guardians.
I like that.
Yeah,
I mean,
Kind of makes sense.
they're not
they're just
spiritual
smithing.
weapons.
They're just smithing
Yeah.
hammers
They're
that
spiritual
fly
hammers.
around.
They're just hammers, spiritual hammers that fly around. All right, sounds good.
They're smithing hammers.
So when they enter it or start their turn, there, got it. Okay,
yeah, and
just
it
like
also
Ulf's.
gives them half movement.
Half of them. Yeah. All right, sounds good. Sounds good. Okay, so it's the bugbear. Is that all you do?
I think that's all I can
Okay.
do. So yeah.
Okay, so the bugbears will go now. And they already have their weapons. In fact, it looks like, again, like I said, they're sort of ordering the other ones, the goblins, up and around, you know? So, they are... the one has to make his save right now for that thing you just did. For Spirit Guardians, he started his turn. So what is it, Wisdom saving throw?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. He will do so. And he rolled an 8, so he fails.
Okay.
Gonna roll
Like,
damage. 3d8 radiant. Alright. So he takes 10 damage. Nice. Nice, baby. And
actually, just gonna make a macro for that.
yeah, that sounds good. So then
By the way, what's the dex on these bugbear boys? Because we need to do the tiebreaker. Just realized.
oh yeah, you know what? Maybe he doesn't get to go yet.
Isn't it like?
I have
they
16
have-
I'm gonna
dex.
do this from memory. Is it like +3?
It's +2 for a bugbear.
Oh,
I have
thought they were
+3.
stronger.
Oh, so you actually go first then. So I'll still say that will happen on his turn, but still, there you go. I fixed it. I'll put it down to 15.9 for him.
Who's actually
That's great, Ox.
has a tornado?
All right, so just hold that. That's what's going to happen, unless other. Well, I guess we can redo it if you want, unless he gets affected. Whatever. Anna, you go first actually. So thank you for pointing that out.
All right. Let's see here. So, all of these spell effects are visible, like the Spirit Guardians and the Moonbeam are both visible, I believe.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
The one's really bright light, and the other one's a bunch of, what do you say, flying hammers around you.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's just a fucking shitstorm going on in this room right now.
Yeah.
Just about.
We got the two people, you know, from God doing God stuff over here.
Yeah.
Since hobgoblins,
Something
from
like that.
my experience before, seem to be in charge of things, and I guess, like, I probably don't know terribly much about bugbears, so I'm just gonna probably try and kill the hobgoblin.
Okay.
Since I probably associate him as the leader, I'm gonna waggle my fingers and say some words that are probably familiar to Miles and Nox, and start launching Eldritch blasts at the hobgoblin.
Okay. Sounds good.
See ya, normal attack. That's not gonna hit. That might though.
Against the hobgoblin?
Probably not. They're armored boys, but
He is, that does not hit. Because he has his shield out. He's actually, like, pointing at people with his sword, pointing at the goblins and, you know, barking out commands. And he just...
so it's even worse. He has his back to me, and I still miss him.
Yeah, he actually just got lucky. He, like, sort of turns right as you guys are walking in, and this is starting to go down. And then, as he turns, then his shield manages to catch the brunt of the Eldritch Blast, and it, you know, knocks him off his balance, but he regains it, and it doesn't hit him.
Anyway, after Anna does that, she kind of swears a little bit. Well, either way, I don't need this bow anymore, and I tell Grizzles to take my bow and arrows.
Nice. All right, you just drop it in his hands. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess that could be my object interaction, just
Yeah,
to
no,
fucking
that's fine.
like throw him at him. Like, here,
Yep.
take this.
He takes it.
It's dangerous. Go low.
Alright. So, okay.
Shit, now
So
I need
now-
to go fucking transfer this stuff.
Now the bugbear will go. We'll just say he failed like he did before. I'm not gonna worry about redoing everything. So he failed it, and then he is actually going to, looking at like these flying hammers that are swinging around him. He is gonna narrow his eyes at Layna and run right at you. Half as fast, but he's not locked onto the grid. There you go. But he charges in at you. With a Morning Star. What was that? Perplex? The background.
I don't know.
What's your AC? 21. Oh, 21.
21.
All right, he does not
He's so
hit.
far away.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought I had heard him. So he does not hit a 21. He comes swinging in at you, and misses. You know, nimbly dodge out of the way. Now it's the hobgoblin's turn, though. And he started his turn, so he's gonna do the Ulf thingy now.
Con save.
Con save, got it. He will take the con save, and he rolls a 19. So he will take half,
Half damage.
which is
7
7.
damage.
God, I hate bugbears and hobgoblins. They roll so high on things.
Yeah, they roll all right.
Hobgoblins are. I've played with them before. They're not that.
They're pretty weak.
It's really just the armor they're wearing.
Yeah, they have armor. This guy, so he
I think
And
it's
so-
that they kind of are rounded more than anything.
yeah,
They're not. Their stats are shit.
they're pretty
It's
bad.
just their armor.
So he so this
It's all that you need.
This hobgoblin, actually, he like reels back as this beam comes down and hits him, and he will move to the side. He sees where this beam is like coming from or whatever has appeared. Oh, he not locked on the grade because the token size is big, weird. But he'll move 5 feet out of the way, and with his action, he actually pulls a horn from his belt and goes, "Brrrr."
Horns going off all over the place.
and yeah, so he blows the horn, You know, and yeah, you maybe hear a little bit of rustling from below you. Next up is Miles. That's his action. That's what he did. Oh wait, I didn't do the other bugbear, did I? Crap. You know what? I'm gonna. I know it's okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say that he actually didn't have his weapons, and so he spends his turn picking those up. So that's fine. I'll incorporate that.
So first,
You
I'm
might
gonna
try
draw
you
my
guys.
spear,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna go over here. And for my bonus action, I am going to engage my Hexblade's Curse on the bugbear.
Okay. Sounds good.
And that's what that does, if you can't remember. And then I'm gonna hit it with my spear,
Okay.
with Booming Blade.
All right. Sounds good.
I'm just remembering what Hexblade's Curse does.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
remember what it does.
Alright, so
Oh, so that was for
first
you.
off, spear. And I'm one-handing it, so it's 9.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Plus-
it hits.
3, so that's 12. Plus Booming Blade, 6. So 18.
Let me look at this real quick. Yeah. So you come in and jab him with the spear, and he actually looks down as you impale him on it, and he crumples to the ground, already dead.
Wow, that was really easy. So I get Warlock level plus Charisma modifier. 4 plus 4. 8 HP back.
So
Mhm.
at max, they have 28 health.
Okay. Yeah, you killed him though, so.
I healed!
Okay, 1 second. Give me 1 second. Yeah. So who's next? Nox. Is that all you can do?
Yeah.
All right. So then in that case, Nox, you can do your turn.
Okay, so. 2.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna move back here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to hex. I'm gonna hex this goblin,
Okay.
and then cast Eldritch Blast at him.
All right. Sounds good. All right. Yeah.
So it's 8
Yeah. And he's
and 7.
the first one will kill him. So
Right. Okay.
as you
Then
might
this-
imagine.
Right. I forgot. Then the second one would have been the next nearest goblin, which would be this one.
Okay. Sounds good. I kind of assumed. So yeah.
And
That-
then I will move here.
And he's also dead. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they absolutely get destroyed there. Yeah.
Guess I should have gone for the little guys.
Okay, cool. And then Grizzles now.
All right. We need to do this. Let's see, this would be 25. 5. Get a bonus action dash, so he could easily get in there.
Oh yeah.
Feel like he'd get in there and probably, I don't know. I think he'd attack a big boy or one of the little runts.
I don't know.
That hobgoblin got some burns on him.
Yeah, and he probably looks a little singed, so might go for the big guy. Try to steal another kill, you know? Another.
All right.
More important kill.
He'll try and use the short bow that he just acquired
Yeah.
on
sounds
the
good.
hobgoblin. Well, I don't have too high hopes on this, but
On him actually hitting.
Wow.
Without fail, he crits.
It always happens when I roll with the wrong
He
name.
crits every time. What the hell, man? Hey, well, roll me the damage for
If
it.
only there was a sneak attack associated with that.
Roll me the damage.
As if he needs it.
So yeah, exactly. They're hobgoblins past their armor. They're not as buff as bugbears, and the bugbear, you saw how he didn't really go down with too much. This guy's completely dead. He's roasted and toasted.
I love that the dice just kind of go with the fantasy of this guy being a master archer.
Yeah, for whatever reason.
Out
he's
of
super good.
for no reason. He
That's
started
why
out
they-
as literally a generic kobold corpse,
Yeah.
and now he's just murdering things with a bow.
So yeah, no, he this
That's how most adventures happen.
he comes in, releases. This is maybe the first time. I like the idea. This is the first time he's ever used a bow, and then he just like instantly hits this guy between the eyes with it. You know.
It's like he's been training with weights around his ankles this entire time,
Yeah.
and suddenly the burden's been lifted off of him when he's using a proper weapon.
Yeah. Yep. Sounds good. Okay. Well.
Like, Scout Rogue is basically a ranger without the magic bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do something real quick for myself.
He's calling in the beholders.
Oh. Well, you're not supposed to see that. I had meant to do that privately.
That is impressive, though.
That's pretty bad. Yeah. Next one.
Congratulations on whatever that is.
That's Layna bad right there.
I mean, it doesn't actually matter if I do it in front of you guys or not. Really, in the end.
I mean, we don't know what it is.
We know it's bad for you, apparently. That's about it.
Yeah, no, it's not great. Okay. And then give me one.
I love the job of a DM is to set arbitrary rules for themselves, reliant on dice a lot of the time,
Yeah.
and just be willing to let themselves get screwed over.
yeah. I figure since I rolled one in front of you guys, I might as well do all of them. Okay. Oh, I actually did not do the right
The
one.
last one's pretty good.
Yeah, I didn't even do the right
Way
one.
below average, and then fairly above. So.
If I had to guess, this is initiative.
What are you talking about?
Well, because I know how your NPCs work. They're all flash. Whenever a horn is sounded, they all are instantly in the room the next turn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
6
there's
seconds
no
later.
like D12 on how many rounds of combat that they're confused or anything.
Ugh.
They take that within that 6 seconds. They're like, I must go.
I must go with great
My people
haste.
need me.
Okay, sounds good.
I love that I'm the only one on the wall now. Goodbye, guys.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. So.
Oh,
We can barely see you over there.
Alright,
how it
so
is, huh?
let's see. So Grizzles are just gone. So it's the Goblin turns now. First up is Orange Squad, Orange Group. Alright. Each of the Orange guys, they are all actually going to be, well, two of them, two remaining ones. Yeah, first off, do that. I was just gonna say he's dead either way, so he's absolutely roasted and toasted. So I'm just gonna kill him off. Not even gonna. That one's dead.
All that effort
Yeah.
to murder him, and he's just fucking fries.
Yeah, shush. Yeah, he's dead. Absolutely. The other
Barely
one.
had to fucking breathe on him. The fucking moonfire just fucking.
The other one is actually gonna come like a little closer, and then and he has a short bow out. He's going to shoot it. He's gonna shoot it at Grizzles actually. That was really good. He does not hit Grizzles is like a 15 or something like that, right? 14. Either way, he does not get up to that.
Grizzles has
even.
14.
Oh yeah, so he does not hit.
For some reason, I was thinking Grizzles was a lot higher level, but
Yeah, no.
sadly not.
So no, yeah. So Grizzles shoots. No. This goblin shoots at Grizzles, and misses. It goes pretty close to Grizzles' shoulder, and Grizzles is like, ah, you know. But
You're gonna turn Grizzles into another Melic if you can never hit him.
yeah.
true.
All right, so he goes there. All right, now
Hopefully, Grizzles doesn't get the ability to
I just
kill,
realized
like,
it
the entire
actually-
battlefield.
it actually was kind of pointless to roll the goblins separate
You could
anyways. It turned out
multi-class.
because they all kind of go after each other. So still though, it's good. The Blues will go next. Luckily the Blues are all still alive. They all have They all actually, I will say, they aren't like these bows aren't disappearing out of nowhere. They actually all had been picking up their bows when you guys had been walking in. That's the default here. It doesn't seem like most of them are picking up their melee weapons. So let's see. So the rest of them, so the blue ones are all going to kind of move in a little bit, and they're all going to start taking pot shots at you guys because they're dicks. There's 3 of them. They're going to go for the 2 upper ones are going to go for Grizzles. One of them is going to go for Layna. So here's for Grizzles. One of them hits. Grizzles is going to take 5 damage for me. The other one misses Grizzles. And then the other one at Layna absolutely misses. So that's them.
I love how she's basically a steel wall and no one can hit it.
So now there's the red goblins. 2 of which are one of which is who is dead already. And they're all gonna do basically the same thing. They're all going to sort of like start gathering up. They're careful to avoid the beaming light here, or whatever it is. But they're each going to start shooting. They are going to let's see, 2 of them. The bottom 2 are going to shoot at Nox. Middle 2 are going to shoot at Layna. Top one's going to shoot at Grizzles. So 2 coming to Nox. First one is a 12. Second is a 6. So they miss.
Both miss.
Yep. Then Layna 2. What did you say it was? 21. So it's an 18.
21.
So it's closer. And then an 8. So that one misses. And last is the top one at Grizzles. He also misses. Wow, these guys suck. Anyways, they all miss.
Another level.
Maybe it was
they're just going to be token creatures.
Maybe it was the fact that the they were taken a little bit by surprise, although obviously still combat ready. But either way,
sleepies in the eyes.
Yeah, exactly. So they all miss. Ulf, it's your turn again.
Okay, I'm going to.
What does it require to move that beam of death? Seems worse to me.
Yeah.
Alright.
Like he can move himself and the beam, and then just like watch
Or center on this
burn
guy.
to
Oh, there you
death.
go. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Jeez. Okay.
Did you realize what you set up there?
No, I mean, to be honest, it's kind of close quarters anyways. Kind of unavoidable to a certain extent. So
You're lucky Viewbot didn't get murdered this time.
yeah, exactly.
Next time.
Does that
Probably.
trigger the thing? It doesn't, right? It's only when they start their turn.
Well,
So
on their turn.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
and
when
since they
they
can't,
enter it, yeah.
Or
there's
Yeah.
almost
So
no
not when it
abilities that
enters
move them
them.
off of their turn. They're going to get fried.
Mhm.
Unless Ulf just randomly dies and loses concentration.
He could, Rocks
It is a
could fall.
concentration spell, I'm assuming.
It is.
Alright, so is that all you do, Ulf?
yeah.
Alright. Sounds good. Layna. Perplex?
Yes, what is the steel wall going to do now?
Sorry, I was muted.
I guess what
Oh.
it is, really, we don't really contextualize it that way, but when you have really high AC, it's not that they miss you, it's just that it doesn't do anything to you because of the massive
Well,
amounts
yeah,
of armor.
your vital points are protected.
They're just like
Yeah.
smacking into your armor and doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I've mentioned it a few times that that's like how I imagine.
Yeah,
a
yeah,
lot
I
of
think that
misses.
makes more sense, actually. Yeah. Alright, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna move right here, and then I'm gonna like I'm gonna pull the dead on big boy over here.
What does that do?
You have to make a wisdom save.
I have to make a wisdom save.
On the bugbear?
Yeah.
Okay. He rolls a 7. So.
I don't know why that rolled. Or is he
I know
damaged
why.
already? Yeah. It's because
He
if
is
he's
not.
damaged already, then it takes 1 if he's not.
He's not damaged, so. So you take 6. Okay.
No, he takes He takes 9.
No.
Oh, you're right.
Oh.
You
Yeah.
take
Oh,
the
yeah.
lower.
Oh, yeah, you have it the
dice.
opposite order
You
that
just
I
got
assumed-
lucky. That's funny.
I
that
mean-
it was,
I mean, it's literally dragged and dropped from the compendium.
2d12,
Basically,
2d8, not yet.
69.
Ever.
Hey, nice. All right, so, so nice. No, so he he takes 9 damage. He's not dead, of course. I mean, you know, he's not that weak.
yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, not till his turn probably. All right. So give me a second here.
No.
No, that's good. All right. Anna, your turn.
All right. Like, come on in here. I'm on the inside of the door now, right?
Yeah.
Is it an action to close this door?
I think that's a free, like, object interaction.
Does it have a latch also? By the way?
This door, it has like it does have a lock, and it actually has a place where you could bar it, like a drop-down thing, but it's not like, you don't see anything nearby that you could do that easily with. But
So they didn't leave the bar nearby.
no.
Well, I guess I'll just close the door behind me and then attack something then.
Okay.
Let's see here. I guess I will try and Eldritch Blast that red goblin.
Okay. Sounds good. Do it up.
Got the right sheet.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You send in this blast of energy. It hits him in, like, the forehead, and he looks up where there's a smoking hole in his head, and he goes, "Argh," and then drops to the ground.
Alright, then
Drops to the
I'll
floor.
attack the orange goblin with the other blast.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And that guy's not dead, actually. He is, he looks very close to being dead, but he is still up.
Alright, and after I'll go there. Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay. Sounds good. Oh, hey, Alexis. You went to graduation and cried. Oh, sorry about that. D&D will cheer you up.
Well, I'm hoping it's a happy cry.
Yeah, I hope so,
It's
too.
graduation after all.
It might, it could be sad if friends are going away, maybe. But anyway, so the bugbear is doing its turn now, so it's gonna have to do the whole save-a-roo. Constitution, yeah. Let me do that up. Constitution
Constitution
save.
is the worst save ever.
He passes. He got an 18. Unless it's like
so he takes half damage.
So do you want to roll your damage for me, Matt?
Yeah, 1 second.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sounds
Damn.
good.
6.
Take 6 damage.
No. Is that 6? Yeah. That's
Yeah, yeah. And he's still alive. Is it Big B, Alexis? Anyways, so now he'll do his turn. Not actually sure what his turn would be. He probably, so he sees the situation around him. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm trying to think about what this dude would do. He's like, he's not in the greatest position here.
Who with this hobgoblin or
Bugbear, yeah. To be honest,
sitting inside a fucking beam of light.
To be honest, I think he's actually going to he's going to come up to here. He's gonna hold on, not on the grid, right? There you go. He's gonna come up to here. And he's gonna real quick pull a javelin off his back and throw it.
At whom?
So I think he would probably... I think he's gonna throw at Ulf. Yeah. He sees Ulf as like the big threat here. He's pretty tall. I mean, Layna's tall too, and also heavily armored. But he's gonna go at Ulf. Ulf is not surrounded by flying hammers. So yeah, he's gonna throw his javelin at Ulf.
Celestial hammers.
Yeah. What's your AC, Ulf?
18.
Alright. So he does actually hit you. Which will do... he's going to do 7 damage to you.
I know. How will you ever recover?
I know, right? And that is going to be his turn. So yeah, Hobgoblin is dead. So Miles.
All right.
Miles.
My turn is based entirely on slight metagame.
Wow.
Disgusting.
Wow. Very slight, just to make turns go by faster. So, well, first I'm going to bonus action cast Hex on this blue goblin, because that's totally necessary.
Alright.
And then I'm going to Eldritch Blast him.
Sounds good. Alright, that hits, yeah, and he is absolutely destroyed.
Actually, does Hex do a D8 or a D6?
D6.
Alright, so he actually takes 18 damage.
Oh yeah, he's way dead.
And then my other Eldritch Blast is going to go after this guy.
Alright. Sounds good. That also hits. And that kills him, so he's also dead.
And now all the blue boys are going to die, so we can just skip them.
Hey, you know.
Hooray!
Hey, yeah.
And that's the slight metagame.
That's good. I'll delete that from initiative.
Alright, that's my turn. Actually, no, it's not.
Oh, wait.
I'm going to move here.
Well, the
Now
door's
it's my turn.
the door's closed. You want like?
I
thought you were in the door spot. No, yeah, you're good. You're right in front of the door. All right. All right, sounds good. Yeah.
That'd
So
be a weird door if it just protruded out.
yeah, if it was floating. Yeah. All right. So Nox, what are you gonna do?
All right, so I'm going to use my bonus action to my hex onto. Wait, let me do ranges. Onto this guy in the back.
Okay.
And then I'm going to step here, and I'm going to Eldritch Blast this guy.
The same one.
This guy.
Oh, no, different one. I
Okay.
missed him,
Yeah.
but then I try again.
Which one are you going
Okay.
for?
So, who's this guy?
Mm-hmm. He is. He's still not dead, but he's hurt.
Yeah.
All right.
Lightly.
Yeah. Okay. Grizzle's turn now.
I don't have Agonizing Blast.
To be honest, I think Grizzles would probably go for the Bugbear. He just got a kill on the Hobgoblin. He's probably feeling confident,
that guy's
cocky, you know?
He is alive.
Yeah.
He's shrouded by the other
Yeah.
dead X.
So I kind of think that's what Grizzle would do, you know, like go after the big guy after killing one big guy.
Anywhere as well? Maybe like down there or something. I don't know. Anyway, normal deck.
Oh my god, he got another crit.
Grizzles!
This is
I
hilarious.
love it.
Alright, so he comes over there, or, you know, just pulls out, keeps his bow out, cocks it again. Cocks the bow. And deals 7 damage. The dude is still alive, though. He's actually not quite dead yet. But, oh.
I don't even care if the damage shit. It's just so funny that the second I give him a proper weapon,
Yeah, no, that's,
starts popping off.
that's good. Alright, so.
Yeah, I feel like he'd probably over here just to space out a bit.
Yep. Sounds good. Okay. Sounds good. He's on top of that guy now. Now it's the goblins' turns. So.
Don't do that.
Let's see. So orange is first. There's one orange one left. Yeah.
Well, just roll your 3d8.
Yeah,
see if
yeah,
you can
roll.
survive it.
Yeah. That,
He
my macro didn't.
probably cannot.
We'll figure that out later, though.
Also, I gotta say, I love
Yeah,
the
he's dead.
Greyhawk Tavern bar table.
Yeah. No, he's absolutely dead. So all the orange ones are dead. All right, and all the blue ones are dead.
Red boys are holding pretty strong.
Oh no, there's
as
one
far
blue
as-
boy up top actually.
There is one,
Alright,
But he's
so
got
he
a-
He starts his turn there, so
Yeah.
he dies.
So he's probably
Well,
gonna die.
He needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
He might die anyways. So.
Yeah, he's dead. No matter
yeah,
what.
he's dead. So he's
See, blue boys get ignored.
yeah, blue boys get ignored.
Like honestly though, you can roleplay how hard he dies.
He just gets singed right to well done levels. He's not burnt, but he's well done.
So Grizzles is
So we can eat him.
He's
drooling right now.
microwaved. Yeah.
He's perfectly cooked.
Yes, exactly.
He's microwave.
Yeah, microwave. You know, because it's not fire technically; it's radiant stuff. You know, so he's getting microwaved by.
He's basically the
Sun
egg on
beams.
the fucking hot rock. Right
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, well, have those red ones make their Constitution save.
Yeah,
Oh,
two
hot
of the
rock.
red ones are going to make their Constitution saving throws. Roll another damage for them, since it's technically a different turn. They both fail though, so I'm pretty sure they're dead, unless you roll terribly. No,
Yeah, they're dead.
they're both dead. They are both roasted and toasted as well. And the other two are gonna be like look at each other, look at all you guys, and actually they're gonna turn and run towards the other door on the opposite side of the room. Can they make it? That's the question. They're gonna use their action to do that too. So yeah, they can make it out the door. And they both go out that door on the other side, which I don't have drawn what's on the other side. But they are not going to be within sight of you guys. The door's open though, you can see the wall on the other side there. But they go around like a corner behind where you can't see them. Well, but they're both out of here.
So the bugbear is also alive.
He is alive,
Mhm.
yes.
Yes.
How
And-
strict do we play as
Also
far
not-
as speaking on initiative?
Well, I would say, that it, doesn't seem like the bugbear necessarily was about to run himself.
I doubt he's too enthusiastic either.
You could say that.
I'm just wondering if I can speak when it's not my turn.
I mean, it's Ulf's turn right now though, so we can see if Ulf is gonna let him speak. It's all happening pretty quickly.
Well, you see, the reason I'm asking is because I doubt he will.
I'm gonna leave this decision up to Matt with Ulf. What would Ulf do? If you want to initiate talks, then everyone else can talk.
You can move your death beam on top of him or attack him.
He can do both.
Or we could try to.
Well, isn't it an action to move?
It's an
it?
action.
He can move the death beam and then move next to it.
Is that he can move his death beam and then talk to him.
Yeah, you could talk to him. Yeah, can't attack him.
Be like, I'll cancel concentration if you submit.
Yeah. The bugbear.
Oh,
Also, just because player knows, how aware of the way bugbears work are the characters? And do they work the same way as they do in the general
Roll
rules?
me.
Because bugbears are very willing to be persuaded for their life or money.
Yeah, well, roll me a. Let's have each of you roll me like a history check for bugbear history. What do you know of bugbears? Since none of you have fought them before. What their role in society
I
is. if
doubt
at all.
they are Fey, Fiend, or Undead.
They are not. No.
Correct.
You said history?
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm pretty knowledgeable about bugbears.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which is really funny considering I've rolled like a 3 each time when I have
Assuming-
advantage.
assuming
Against
out of character
undead.
that you choose to follow the general lore for them, they tend to be very mercenary kind of minded creatures where if you offer them their life or their money and they know that they can't resist, they'll be like, hell yeah, I'll
So-
betray everyone.
So Miles and and Nox and Ulf, you guys remember quite a bit, or you guys know quite a bit about bugbears. In fact, I'm imagining that even you guys might have fought one or two of them before.
I imagine Nox probably has.
Yeah,
since...
definitely, with your whole goblin past. Yeah. No, so thing about bugbears in this area at least is that they are sort of like mercenaries, but they don't normally just wander around on their own. Normally they team up with like hobgoblins and goblins. They don't normally form just bugbear groups, especially them and hobgoblins. They like lots of times, as you guys have kind of discovered on your own naturally, is that the lots of times the hobgoblins will be like the tacticians or the commanders a little bit more, the leaders, and the bugbears are sort of the brute force, and they bully the goblins in line even.
Sergeants.
So, yeah, something like that, mid tier. And they're definitely the toughest out of goblins, hobgoblins and bugbears. They're the toughest.
Goblinoids.
Yeah, goblinoids.
Yeah, I'll threaten him, I guess, and say, you either surrender or I fry you alive like your goblin buddies.
All right. Roll me an intimidation check.
Something I should be good at.
As an orc, you're proficient.
Yeah, I know.
Oh!
Nice.
And you're a charisma caster, so.
Yeah.
And he actually, it looks like it takes him a second to consider this. But then he kind of looks around, sees that there's literally like 10 dead goblins all around at his feet, and one of his one of his bugbear buddies, and the hobgoblin, and he's like, he shrugs actually, and then throws down his weapon, and
then I'm going to move that over there.
all right. All right, and
So basically over the doorway.
Yeah.
that sounds good. And
Well, basically get rid of those other two goblins.
I would
They're
say
not
that
actually there.
I would say
Oh, they're
you guys
not
at this
there.
point here
They're
like
way beyond that place.
yeah, they're around the corner.
It's a good blockade
Um,
still.
You could
I'd
yeah, you
still
could
It's
do
still
it.
it's illogical to move it over
Yeah,
there.
I think it's smart. So I'm gonna say though, you guys all definitely hear like some shouts coming from below down the stairs.
So technically we're out of initiative, but
You have
We're on the clock.
It sounds like one of the voices. Do any of you guys speak Goblin? I don't remember.
Grizzles.
Grizzles.
Oh yeah, Grizzles. He says, well, you all hear like the voice. It sounds like a voice is coming up the stairs, and Grizzles is like, the one's coming. You guys have maybe like 10 seconds or so to just figure something out.
Anna will look at the bugbear and be like, "Where is the human you captured?" She was a human, right? Pretty sure.
Yeah, he'll be like, downstairs.
Very well.
I
We're
take a seat.
downstairs.
I take a seat on the table.
Downstairs with Bakrid.
I'm
Who's
going to
awkward?
also take a seat here, and I'm going to cut myself on the tip of my spear, and
Oh my
it gets
God.
all electric-y now.
I'm going to ask Miles to sit one
Away from me.
tile away from me.
Keep in mind, we have like a minute at most.
Yeah.
You have like 10
He's
seconds.
10 seconds. Who's Bakrid?
He's like hobgoblin, and then right at this moment, a normal goblin, not anything too spectacular. A normal goblin comes up to the top of the stairs here, over here. This one's being revived. The body floats over it now. The goblin comes up and he shrieks. He's like, ah! And there's like just like freezes in place. His jaw literally drops, and he actually has like a short sword drawn and points at you guys, but he doesn't like. Obviously, Layna being right there, he like holds at you.
No, I'm gonna need him to make a wisdom saving throw. Actually.
Okay. As he enters the area, sounds good. He's walking up the stairs and
So before you can do anything,
all right.
Also, while this is happening, once shit starts hitting the fan, I want to try and like push the door back open and step away and look at the bugbear and basically just say, I want to tell the bugbear to leave.
Yeah.
Like just get out of here.
The bugbear at this point has started to kneel down on his knees,
So-
like he doesn't want to go anywhere. But
So he basically wants to ride the fence and be like, well,
yeah,
if they die, I'm still here.
but the I will say, so the goblin actually doesn't make it all the way up the stairs. You like see his head poke around the corner, and then bam, and he's dead. And you hear the body go tumbling back down the stairs.
Just his head enters the field of hammers.
Yeah,
So
and then
poetry. When the bugbear starts like stuttering about, and not really answering the question about Bakrid, Nox attacks him with her Morningstar.
Oh shit! Well, I mean,
so I'm telling him to leave. He's kneeling, and you just smack him with a Morningstar.
He's like you can have advantage against that because he's not. He's just like he's not actually incapacitated, but he's just sitting there. So yeah.
That's my 2 attacks.
Oh yeah.
A 15 or 20, basically. Then
he doesn't actually die the first one. But he like takes it and he's like no, and then boom.
Get oofed, son.
And you smack it in the side of his head.
From him that way.
Well, he should have given it faster.
Right. So then, meanwhile, that was like probably right when the goblin showed its face and then got slammed down the stairs. Then its body sort of tumbled back down. And you hear this shout. Oh yeah, what?
If we're still out of initiative, I'll just like close the door again.
Yeah. Then you hear a shout coming from below. It's in common, but it says, "What do you want?"
Why don't you come up here and talk about it?
Who are you? What did you do with my men? What did you do with my men?
They all
lie
dead.
Talk face to face.
Did you kill them all?
Why don't you come see?
No, a few of them got away.
Listen.
Yeah,
I don't know what the hell is going on. I don't want to lose any more. What do you want? I'll give it to you, and you can get out.
Anna will raise her voice.
Come up here.
You're the ones that attacked the wizard's tower, correct?
You hear some goblin being spoken, and Grizzles whispers to you. He's saying, but he's like he overhears, and then after a couple seconds, back in common again to you, and then he's like, "What is the matter?"
We want the girl.
And the gold.
If there was any gold,
If
unless they have a bunch of gold.
If I give you the girl, will you leave here?
And 50 gold.
50 gold.
It's pretty cheap.
And you leave.
Yes.
I'm fine with that, honestly.
Very well.
We have no particular reason to kill these people other than the fact that they're raiders. We have bigger problems.
Unless the price will continue to go up in that gold if you don't hurry.
Very well. I'll send one of my goblins up with the girl and with the gold, and you can leave whatever way you came in.
Okay.
And
does anyone object to just like getting the girl and leaving?
Are you sure we shouldn't just kill them all? It certainly doesn't seem like it would be too hard.
I think that they should come up here and talk about it.
I think we get the girl, then we go back in and we kill everybody.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah,
is this deal okay?
Yep, we heard.
I figure we take the girl and we get her home safe. We have bigger problems than these marauders. We have cultists and necromancers trying to bring an ancient God knows what back to life.
I understand. However, this is not the first time we found goblin raiders. Specifically, these hobgoblins.
I'd much rather take the easy route and tell the Duke about this place and leave them alone for now. We've killed a good number of them. I doubt they're going to be doing any major raids anytime soon.
I can't say I disagree with Anna here.
All right, we get out of here. We light the castle on fire as we're walking out.
I mean, it's stone.
You do realize stone doesn't burn.
There's got to be something else holding it together. The roof can't be completely made out of stone.
Fine,
So you're
let's-
I'm going to look
take-
up.
If
what
you
is
can
the
manage
roof
to
made
light
out
the
of.
rafters on fire without them noticing,
There are
be my guest.
rafters. There are rafters that are wooden, like supports and struts, obviously. But
I just picture him slathering oil on all of the rafters while we're waiting.
but they're they're like 10
I'll
feet
just
up.
use the moonbeam.
Oh my god.
How long does Moonbeam last? I'm assuming a minute.
A minute, but it's 40 feet high.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming we've burned through most of the duration arguing at this point.
Yeah.
Well, we're still.
If you must insist, then let's just take the girl and go.
We are.
I'm waiting for an answer.
I'd rather guarantee her life than take the lives of these filth.
To be honest, I'm on the side of killing them all, but
Leanna, you might want to.
You are welcome to go back in on your own afterwards.
Leanna, you might want to let down your hammer field for when they come down with the girl.
Well, she's like on the opposite end of the room, right? No, it won't matter.
No, she's on the stairs.
She's right
no,
next to
I'm
the
on the
stairs.
stairs.
Oh, am I not
I was
updated properly?
You're not updated properly then.
God damn it, Roll20.
But
She's
I
right
was
here.
purposely like on the stairs so that when they came up, they would die.
Oh god, I clicked
Yeah.
refresh and it's just like, no,
Yeah.
you will not.
So yeah, the hobgoblin, he like calls out again. He's like, "Should I send the girl up with the money?"
Yes.
Yes.
Very well.
Whether you die or live, you should still send the girl. and
I
she will be
only
ours
see a
either
black
way.
screen now.
If you all,
What is my internet doing?
We'll walk away.
do I have your
Give us the
word
girl.
that you'll walk away?
Yes. Send up the girl, or we'll come down,
Do you?
and we won't be walking away.
So I have to know out of character. Do you mean it when you say you're giving him as your word? Because otherwise you'll have to
Yeah.
roll me a deception.
By the rules, basically, yeah. If we're actually lying about our character's intention, we're supposed
Well, yeah,
to.
I'm not. It doesn't worry about the matter about the rest of you. But does Ulf? Does he
I mean-
plan on going? And
Ulf
Yeah,
plans
I
on-
don't know why, but when I refreshed, I have a black screen now.
are you on the right part of the
Are
screen?
you on the top right of the screen?
Oh, there we go.
But
Yeah,
he doesn't
I think you're just
intend
in
on
a
burning
different
down.
It's a
lot
big
more to
map.
This map.
So what? So okay, so you deceive. So because in reality you want to come back and kill him, right? So.
So where
No,
are the stairs,
he's
by
going
the
to
way?
burn down the building.
Oh, okay. So still though, it is a lie. So to some
Stairs are on the
extent.
bottom left.
Let me see. Give me a sec. Then I will roll his insight.
So you potentially ruin the negotiations and get the girls killed. Girl, not girl.
Give me a second. Give me a second. Where was I looking at? There we are.
I mean, we're gonna get the girl either way.
Maybe our corpse.
That can be.
I mean, like, not.
He says
that's not the biggest problem to me.
he says
It's
he says
expensive, though.
he actually calls back out and says, "Is that an
Sure,
orc guy
go for
here?"
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Suppose I'd take your word over that of humans or whatever else your partners are. Very well, I'm sending her up with a goblin that'll be holding the money. Please do not kill him.
Layna, do you want to step away from the stairs for me?
No, this table's quite comfortable.
How
'Cause
long
you're-
does your aura last, by the way?
Your thing will,
minutes.
I think you have to designate when you start it who is not going to be
Also,
harmed by
can't you
it.
designate the targets?
So
Yeah.
Jen might
I
just
mean,
walk up into it.
Like, I walked in here with the intention of saving the girl.
Can you like
So-
dynamically change who the
No.
aura
You have
will
to
attack?
see them though. like when you start it, you
So
gotta be like.
could you like see the goblin coming up and be
Pretty
like,
sure.
no, he's
let me
cool.
reread
I
it.
don't think you can.
Let me reread it to say if it like.
I got since we're
I'm
not
pretty sure I had read it.
technically in combat, I would assume like if it
you
says
have
of
to-
your choice, it'd be fine.
It says that when you cast it, I
No,
think.
you have to see them.
Pretty sure. Yeah. So you take that off, which is good. And
Which is good.
And you see, after like you hear some some muffled noises, you hear like a creak, like an iron creak, like a gate closing or something, or opening or whatever. And then you hear some like clanging, and then after maybe like 30 seconds, you see Jen slowly like walking up the stairs to you guys. She actually she is like blindfolded, and she has like the goblin that is he actually is holding like a sack of gold, money too, and he is the goblin looks very afraid. Looks like he doesn't want to be here right now, but he is slowly like poking her in the back with his sword, not hard or anything, but just gently like prodding her up the stairs.
I'm gonna go to grab the girl.
And he the goblin kind of reels back.
And I'm gonna kick him down the stairs.
He tosses you the gold and he turns to run and you kick him down the stairs. And he tumbles down the stairs. And he is you hear the voice once again as he yells up and says, "Very well. Now you can leave."
Yeah, we
All right.
but I do take what's left of my moon thing here, and I start aiming it. I have it aimed at the ceiling.
At the supports.
Yeah, at the raptors.
Okay. Jeez.
I'm gonna grab the horn off of this boy.
Yeah, sounds good.
Horn.
Sounds good. And then are you guys gonna go?
Yeah, I guess if Anna's being all no.
Alright, sounds good. And
I'm gonna reluctantly leave.
Alright. Sounds good. You guys are grumbling about it as you're going. Hopping down over the wall.
I'm gonna stay in the room until everybody is visibly out the door.
Yeah, sounds good. Everyone goes out and starts lowering themselves down the wall.
Oh, can I retcon something minorly?
Yeah, what?
So when Nox kills this bugbear,
yeah,
she steals its soul.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair.
Oh, only a minor retcon.
I'm assuming his body still falls to the ground as normal, so it probably wouldn't make too much of a difference.
Yeah, but then Spectre rises out of its body.
Oh God!
Comes out with me.
Okay, I'm assuming the group.
That's
you probably got 10 seconds to have me not try to kill this.
Let's hold on. Let's say that this happened during negotiations, already. So maybe you, as you guys are turned to go, maybe let's pick that up there because I'm assuming the group might have some words to say right away.
Yeah, probably.
What the fuck is that?
So let's say this is
if a specter just popped up next to Nox over there.
All right, so given my vast knowledge of undead, fiends, and fae, do I know what this thing is?
It's a
it looks like a ghost.
Yeah.
It looks like a specter.
Yeah, roll me an Arcana check on this to see if you know
All right, I have advantage.
So,
Yes.
but in response to Anna and Layna, Nox would be like, I got
a 6.
It just looks like a ghost.
Happened, but I think it's mine.
And presumably it does something to kind of indicate that it's listening to you?
Well, for one, it's not attacking anybody.
Is it chewing
It's
on your
just
neck
chilling
right now?
No, it's just next to me.
Tell it to do something.
Okay. And then I tell it to go across the room, and then it does.
Also, I don't really know, flavor-wise how this would work. The soul ripped out of a body. Would it have some kind of resemblance to whatever it came out of? So we could be like, oh yeah, that's a bugbear's soul right there.
I don't think specters look like what they... Because they're, corrupted by hate and stuff.
Yeah,
if we were paying attention, we'd see it rise out of the body, presumably, but other than that...
Yeah.
Which, I'm assuming we all could have noticed it happening if we were paying attention.
Yeah.
Probably.
Whether we did or not, I don't know.
Alright, so this is as you guys
Our attention was torn
your...
between the staircase and what was happening there.
Yeah, and this is negotiating are finishing out, and he's just waiting. He actually probably calls up again. It's like, are you leaving? Or are you trying to taste my hospitality?
We're leaving. You should probably as well.
Your hospitality.
And and so now do you guys go?
Yeah.
Alright, sounds good.
Is the roof done?
The room is the rafters are starting to catch on fire,
Nice.
Nox, are you
The roof's on
sure
fire.
you didn't make a deal with Black Razor?
I don't know what Black Razor is.
Are you whispering about this or like blatantly talking about
I'm saying this is as you guys are hopping down off the wall.
I'm just talking about this.
Alright, well, as you guys are hopping...
Alright, is Black Razor a known entity to the average person, or at
To
least
the average
bard?
probably not.
To Miles, he definitely knows about it. He doesn't have to roll for
Yeah, well, Black Razor is my patron.
it. Yeah, so obviously he knows about it. Anyway,
Like,
so...
out of game, Black Razor is your patron, but not Nox's.
Correct.
Yeah. So,
Would there be any reason for anyone else to know about what Black Razor would mean, out of context?
It would honestly depend on how studied you are, probably.
Like, I'm
Yeah.
assuming the idea of a warlock is probably something most adventurers would understand, but
Yeah.
not necessarily...
Selling your soul for power. Yeah, probably.
I would
Black
say, I mean,
Razor?
does Nox,
Is
if
that,
if
is that
Nox...
just a
Because,
razor
like,
made out of
if you're
some
saying
black
this
metal?
audibly, I don't know if it would set off anything.
I don't think
Any of
anyone
us.
except for Nox might.
No, Nox has
but-
no idea what Black Razor
Oh,
is.
yeah.
Never
Yeah.
heard of it in her life.
Yep. Sounds good.
Layna,
You've heard me mention
Is-
the name once.
Right, but other than that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Layna is fully
By the-
convinced that this is just like an actual razor made out of black metal.
By the way, this is as you guys are like hopping off the walls.
yeah.
I would
Yeah.
say that as you guys are coming
Yeah, I'm
out
assuming,
here,
I'm assuming the girl is, like, on Layna's shoulders
Yeah.
as she's pelling down the wall.
Yeah, and as you guys are
Yeah.
getting down off of the wall and stuff, maybe like 10 seconds later, then you hear like yelling coming from inside the keep there. It's like
Anna will yell back, Don't follow us, I'll have the Duke after you.
and with that, you guys, they don't respond or anything, and I'm assuming you guys are gonna go away now.
Yeah.
We're gonna
And
I'm gonna fuck off as hard as possible and obviously telepathically tell my horse. And
To meet up with you.
I'm assuming Ulf will do the same thing and have
Yeah.
him show up at some point.
Mm-hmm.
No,
I'm
Layna.
a-
Black Razor is not exactly made of metal.
So you guys are walking back, and you guys can talk if you want to Jen or to each other. You're
I'm
walking back
ass-
to Nox's horse, basically.
I'm assuming the girl is at this point unblindfolded.
Yeah, and she's actually like sobbing a bit.
I'm gonna
I
try
tap
and
her shoulder.
I'm just comforting her.
Mhm.
Mama Bear right now.
Yeah.
I stay away from her because
You have a creepy thing following you.
Yeah.
I just assume that it kind of low-key coils around me, so it's harder to see.
Coil.
So it's like Gower's Ring of Protection.
Oh my God.
in
I'm always
Level
kind of
2,
confused. Like,
where
there's
you
a lot
just
of
have, like, a
spells in
spooky
D&D
ghost
where
hugging you from behind.
they have initial range, but then they don't specify whether they can work at indefinite range after that.
What do you mean?
I would have
Like a lot of the
Jen
su-
on my-
A lot of the summoning spells, they
Horse.
say like, oh yeah, you can at say 60 feet, but they don't specify whether they can.
Oh, do you mean like Moonbeam?
Yeah, like could you just have the
Oh,
moonbeam
God.
a mile
would-
and a half away if you could
Yeah.
that far
I
away?
think so. Yeah. I think the idea is that it's
I
like
mean, you could walk away from the spell that you summon.
Yeah.
It doesn't change.
so. So no the
You're still aiming it, but...
Anyways, though, so yeah, no, so as you guys are going away, maybe you even look back and see a little like glimmer of what looks to be a fire. But yeah, so you guys are
Hey,
walking.
that was
back.
just incidental. We didn't do that on purpose.
So do you
going
guys?
to, I'm gonna try to cheer up the little girl by presenting her with Sapphire.
Ooh.
Please make her do some kind of check because I want to see the horror.
No, she like is kind of like not really focused in on her surroundings. When she looks at the sapphire, it's like, whoa, it's so pretty.
And it's yours now.
Where'd you get this?
It was a gift from Theravel.
Theravel has more of these? I need to ask him
Well-
for them. I'm gonna say he gave you one.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say he has more of them.
Oh, well, I can ask him, and if he gave you some, I'm sure he'll give me some.
I'm sure he will.
I'll make sure to ask him.
Semi out of character question. What are we gonna do with the 50? We splitting it up even, or?
Well, I think Ulf had wanted it for himself.
I don't care about it.
I think Ulf had been like, I need that gold.
Who did
I added it
who
to
did
my
the
thing,
goblin?
He
throw
threw it
to?
at you, Layna, because you're the one who kicked him down the stairs.
I mean, I have a sack with 50 gold pieces if anybody mentions it, but if not, I'm probably staying on.
Would have mentioned it like right away.
So you'd be like, "Give me that 50 gold."
Yeah.
Like,
I
how much gold?
someone-
How much gold do you have? Like, without that?
I would
Nowadays,
just I would shrug and
I
toss
would
him the sack.
I would have 414 gold,
Jesus Christ!
Hey?
and then 8 silver.
You're
Nice.
a rich boy.
Sounds good.
I have more.
You guys are all like pretty rich as a group. Like what's
As a group,
Yeah.
you gotta consider. I've been playing my character very in character,
Yeah.
and my character, because they've been upset a lot of the time when loot shows up, has
Yeah,
not given a
they're
fuck
like
about
easy
the
come,
loot.
easy go.
No, I get it.
Alright. So the alright, so let's see. So you guys make it back to Nox's horse, no issue. Where are where are you guys going now? What are you doing now?
Let's see. We
back
were
to
refresh my
various.
memory.
You were here.
We were down here roughly, I'd say.
It was like right at the crook right there, sort of.
Can you turn
We
off the
basically
turn
we were
order,
at that
or-
intersection and we went down like 20 minutes worth of
Is
travel.
that a,
One
Poetry has to turn it off.
one second,
Okay.
guys.
I was
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
say I can't exit it myself.
So-
so-
That's cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I just want to let you know.
Um,
you and Haley are both going to sleep.
shall we
You
go
want
back to that?
later?
Sounds good.
Okay,
What time of day is it actually?
I would assume it's pretty late.
Alright.
Oh yeah, it was like only like an hour and a half.
Yeah, this is
Dusk.
probably like
Yeah,
the sun is about
left,
to
yeah.
set in a bit, so. Cause you know you guys.
And would suggest perhaps we should try and find. We should go back to that small village and
Yeah, it's right next to you guys too.
ask to stay within the boundaries.
Couldn't hurt.
Like I don't even know if they had a.
There's a
tavern,
little
let alone a-
tavern and inn thing here.
Like obviously, I can generate a safe area to sleep if all else fails, but
Yeah, no, there's a little community here of maybe around a dozen farmsteads in a little area, and then a couple others are a little further out. But you know, it's like not quite enough to be considered an actual village with much administrative authority. But there's a little tavern here, and so yeah, so there's a little tavern right here, right at basically where the rivers meet up.
all right. Well, once we
That's-
got back to this little settlement,
Yeah.
and we'll try and negotiate for a place to stay for everyone and inform them about the hobgoblin / bugbear infestation nearby, since we haven't even nearly taken care of it.
All right, let me one sec. Let me look at this dude's name. Oh yeah, so you guys walk into the tavern inn thing. Give me a sec.
And I wouldn't be too particularly picky about where we stay, just like a dry, warm place to stay, more or less.
Yeah, sounds good. So there's a tavern dude here, a innkeep. And when you walk in, he's like, when you guys walk in, he's like, oh, what can I do for you all?
We need a room.
Yes, what he said.
I got 3 rooms, 2 beds in each, little cots, not much, but I try to keep the place up nice. Name's Wilfred, by the way.
How much for each?
It'll be a silver for each.
I'll take all 3. I just give the innkeep like gold.
Yeah, and he's like, and he'll actually say, had a farmer the other day from Snowfeld mention you guys.
Oh,
How do you know it was us specifically?
well, how many
Uh,
groups are traveling with a gold? I don't know.
Yeah, what she
Well,
said. You guys are quite the quite the talk around here. Not here, but, you know, in straight Snowfeld, places with more people.
So, frankly...
What exactly are they saying?
Yes, what do they say of us? Truthfully.
I'm sure they say something about
if you...
the best smith in town being there.
I wave 3 gold in
certainly.
front of him. If we were a random stranger, what did you hear about this book of adventures?
He eyes the gold and he looks at you, he's like, and he he opens up his hand.
I give it to him.
Alright. And he places 2 back down and pockets the other 1 and says, see, I'm just a simple old man. I don't really have strong opinions on most things. And by the way, he's not even that old. He's like, you know, in his 40s. But he's like, you know, I just try to get by. But, you know, people coming through, they like to gossip. I hear things, probably most people when they come through, the couple rumors I've heard about you guys is that just that you're quite the interesting group. That you've been in and out of town. No one really knows too much, although last person that came through said something about you guys having the Shield of Felling, but that seems like nonsense to me. And he kind of looks at you guys expectantly, almost.
Well, thank goodness it's nonsense.
Yeah, my work is great, but not that great.
Like, honestly, do we want to keep playing?
I was actually about to be like, at this point, Nox just says like, you know what, fuck it, rips the cover off her shield and says, "We do have it. What do you know?"
Is that what you do?
Go for it, Matt. Go for it. Honestly,
no, that's exactly.
Yeah,
what she
sounds
does.
good. And the dude is like, he looks stunned. He's like, well, I'll be damned. That's the first time Sigurd's come through and said a true thing in his life.
And it just kind of looks over. Finally, you're honest with me.
Honest what? No, I didn't hear you.
Yeah, you cut out.
I just said, finally, you're honest with yourself.
And but yeah, so the guy's like, he says, you know, that's the first truth that Sigurd told me in his whole life, and he's like, oh, jeez, I didn't expect that to actually be true. Wow, so you guys are something then.
Like,
that?
And it kind of leans in a conspiracy kind of way, like, tell anyone, the Duke of Snowfeld tried to poison this one for the shield.
You mean the Baron, right? Just kidding.
Or the Baron, yeah.
I'm just
messing. Hey,
I'm just
not
messing.
from here, okay?
Baron, Duke, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, they're all minor nobles.
So and by the way,
we never established what my family's standing would be in the nobility.
Yeah. There are, and by the way, there are a couple of other people in here, but just like
I whispered
farmers and travelers. Yeah, you whisper that. So he's like, wait.
I don't think you can whisper a shield whip out.
Wait, what'd you said the Baron? Baron's. Wait, what?
The Baron tried to drug me. He could steal the shield for himself.
Oh, well,
Something
Am I here right now?
It's very complicated.
Yeah,
We're Baron with the shield. You know, political stuff. It's probably best that you don't get directly involved. Feel free to gossip about this after we're done, but please keep it to the minimum while we're here.
Well, I was just gonna say, I mean, well, I got nothing against you guys. This does seem like I might get in trouble for keeping you here.
We can protect you. Don't worry.
You can play dumb, honestly.
I mean, I'm from this area, and I kind of
I
don't
placed a
want
gold on the table.
You should know very well that the owner of this shield is the person you should be listening to. Then, yes.
Oh my god.
And he looks at Layna and looks at the shield and looks up at Nox. He's like, well, I believe her when I believe you guys when you say you'll protect me, but that's not really what I'm worried about. I'm not worried about. Well, I mean, I am worried about living or not, but I don't think the Baron would just kill me. He might be a harsh man, but he's not a evil man, I don't think. I never met him, but my point is, if word spreads that I harbored you guys here, then I might have problems, you know.
I'm genuinely curious. How much money do you make in a year?
In a year?
Yes.
Ah, shit, man. I don't know. A couple hundred gold, maybe. A little more. 500 gold. I don't know.
Impressive.
Depends on how good the year is, how good the harvest is, how much extra coin and extra grain people got to sell around here. And how much?
Who are we talking to right now?
Tavern
We're
keeper.
talking to the owner of a tavern, basically.
It's the
a
tavern.
tavern / hotel.
Yeah, and it's in the slight little like tiny community here of
We're basically
whatever.
we're not even in a marked location.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
So-
just small enough to be not really even a village, but almost a village maybe.
I'm just gonna.
All right, there we go. I made a dot for it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just bluntly say, look, are we staying here or not? That's up to you. If you don't want us here, I'm gonna leave.
You know
Look at
what?
it this way: any problems that we will cause for you, they'll only spread to the major cities days after we are gone.
Yeah, that's the one reason I'm not too worried, but tell you what, just if I get caught or in trouble or you guys get caught, please tell them that I was not doing this because of any spite for the Baron. Just tell them I'm just trying to make a living, you know, tell them I'm not involved with you guys, please.
You didn't know anything. You never saw the you don't know who we are.
And he nods and he's like, fair enough.
And honestly,
And,
if it comes to a quarrel, this shield belongs to the Duke of Fellington, or even more so, the King of Alderland.
And he's like, well, I wouldn't know much about that, but sure.
When it comes to
Queen.
noble gripes, always
the-
go to the top.
The queen, and I nudge at Nox.
The Queen.
I slap your hand away.
No, I nudged.
I slap your elbow away.
And one of the other men in the tower, he like hears that little thing about the queen. They've been listening in now. You guys, you know, obviously the most interesting thing to happen here probably. One of them is like, the queen. There ain't no queen right now. King went and made her mad, and they split up. Did you know that?
Anna just looks over at him. There's no queen yet, and just kind of gives him.
Puts her head in her hands.
I get what you're saying. That she's gonna. No. I don't know.
Are you trying to get me killed?
Yo, I ain't gonna say anything. Or, you know, old Eufred ain't gonna say anything. Don't worry about him.
I'm not worried about you, Eufred.
Eufred?
Eufred.
That's the most normal name I've heard.
Eufred.
Pretty normal.
Eufred.
Eufred!
Yo, the other guy's the tavern keeper's Wilfred. That's also pretty normal, you know.
Yeah, no, he's fine. He's just a couple of normal friends.
Yeah.
Does Wilfred have any relation to Wilhelm?
At least they are in a couple of chats.
Wilfred does not have any relation to
Spend
Wilhelm.
his time looking at the Baron's ring to figure out what magical power.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, shit. Did I even
Oh,
write that
no.
down? Oh,
Also-
man.
I feel
Also,
so
by the
bad.
way-
I'm the reason that ring got.
Alright, give me a sec.
Also, he's going to ensure to the person, or to the innkeep, he's going to say, I wouldn't worry about the Baron, and he's going to, Frank Underwood from House of Cards, knock his hand on the counter with the Baron's ring on,
Like
and then
to
walk away.
bring attention to the ring in particular. Oh, I heard myself.
No, not really.
As if any of these people would know that
Shit.
it's like
The Barons,
Barons.
right?
I
How
had
did they know that?
shit, man. I had it like written down on paper somewhere, but I didn't
I'm
actually
sure
put it in my notes.
most
Hold
people
on,
in the Baron's Keep itself wouldn't know.
hold on. I gotta remember. I'm just gonna look at a list of rings because I had one picked out, but then I forgot to write it down.
Well, so I guess we're resting here then, huh?
Yeah. You guys paid for it. He's like, yeah, you're fine to stay here. It's nighttime, so you guys can sleep here, whatever. He had said 3 rooms, so the two beds in each.
Oh.
So that's enough for everyone except for I guess Grizzles because Jen is gonna get a bed. So hold on, it was a ring. Oh,
I would probably
was this it?
ask Jen if she just wanted to bunk with me.
And she's like, yeah.
Don't need you getting taken in the night.
Yeah. Yeah. So wait, do you have identify, Ulf, or are you just trying to look over it with your eyes?
Well, he would have to do it during his long rest.
Oh yeah. Okay. So is that what you're gonna do though?
That's what I'm getting at.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
During my long rest.
Yep.
That's what I'm doing.
Sounds good. So you find out that
Oh my god. Identify is not worth using.
It
like,
depends on your DM. Because
How are we splitting the room?
there's 3 rooms and we have 7 people. So
Grizzle
Yeah.
sleeps in Anna's room.
yeah.
Right.
Presumably
I
somebody
can
else would
bunk
be in
with
the room
Ulf.
as well.
So the
So Nox, me, and Jen are sleeping in a room as well.
Yeah.
so
Me and my hidden specter.
the ring.
If any other,
You know-
if anyone actually else sleeps in Anna's room, I would probably just give Grizzles the pillow and blanket off the bed.
If me and Nox are bunking in the same room, I'd probably ask Nox to keep that thing out of the room.
How long does it last again? It's until like a
Until
rest.
I finish a long rest.
So it literally sits over your body until you're.
I mean, I could tell it to like hide.
Can you tell it to like literally just like cease to exist?
1 second.
So what's the ring?
I assume you can.
I
it's
sent
not
it-
explicitly
I
mean,
sent
I
it in your
assume that I could.
messages, Ulf or Matt. So if you don't want to tell the group, you don't have to actually. But I sent it to your messages. on
Wow,
Discord.
DM in the DM.
Layna, look at it this way. It's like a bodyguard that doesn't need to sleep.
Yes, but if it could just bodyguard outside the door, I don't need the little one having nightmares.
Well, I was thinking of just having it hide under.
I
Hide
don't
under
know.
the bed. Is that what
That's
you
even
just said?
scarier. Oh my god.
Not under her bed,
Yeah.
under mine.
It's,
But then she
So-
can see
yeah,
it.
the bed the under bed that we can see.
So, would you rather I have it under yours then?
So wait,
Almost, yes.
Is it Anna, Grizzles, Miles, Ulf,
Yeah.
Layna,
Layna and Nox and the girl.
Layna,
And
Nox,
Jen.
and then the girl?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so...
So Grizzles gets a full bed.
Yeah.
I guess he's
Yeah.
kind of earned it.
yeah.
The only ones who aren't getting a full bed are Layna and Jen.
Right. So,
Yeah.
Oh my.
Is there any pillow talk that we need to sort out
Could you
other
make
than
it
this shade talk?
look? Could you make it look a little less scary at least?
So yeah, that's a good question for you, Poetry. Like, specters don't turn invisible, but
yeah.
they can hide in. Well, they can't hide in walls because they'll
Can
die.
they?
Because
Yeah,
they'll
like
die.
shadows.
Let's see. Let me look. I just had it open.
Do they have like a
Um,
really good sneaky skill? Like they might as well not be there if they
They
can.
don't have any
No,
skill
They don't have any
proficiency.
skills. They
Fucking specters.
Of course, they could literally hide outside the window. Well, not
I mean,
hide, so,
I was
but they could
thinking about-
float outside the window and just be
I mean,
there.
yeah, I was thinking
Yeah,
that, but then you have a specter outside the window.
You
Well-
have Spectre hiding outside, or just floating outside the
Floating.
window.
Yeah. Which I mean, I was thinking about.
Like
it.
honestly, if
I
somebody
also
walks
thought
by
about
in the
that.
middle of the night, they're asking for it.
So honestly, I
I
think
mean, it's not gonna attack them.
I'm gonna say that it can like
Like-
it can
Uh-huh.
kind of shift what its outline, its shape looks like a little bit, but it can't like shrink and expand as like a ton
Okay.
or anything.
So it could kind
But
of
it-
imitate the silhouette of somebody or
Yeah,
somebody different,
I'll
but
say that
it
can
can't just straight
kinda
up be
do
somebody
that.
Then
else.
I would tell it to try to look less scary
All right,
and just let it interpret that as it does.
it'll
Look
try.
like a lampshade.
It'll become like more.
Yeah.
It'll become
What does it
more.
interpret it as?
Well, so like it makes it so that it sort of like is not as its details are not as visible. It visible. It kind of just becomes more of like just a blob of energy or whatever, less form looking. Has less form now.
So like in the
blob of
dark.
shadow.
So in the dark, it would just be like a shadow.
Yeah,
so,
something like that. Yeah.
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 Does that work for you, Layna?
I guess that's better.
Sounds good, Ulf. You tune to the ring, no problem.
I'm gonna ask Jen.
Just look, if anyone comes into the room, we'll have
Kill
someone
them!
here to wake us up.
So
Yeah.
Ulf is so Miles and Ulf are together in the same room. So I don't know. Would Miles ask him about the ring at all?
That's an
while he
interesting
sees-
combination.
Yeah.
I want to know.
So would Miles ask Ulf about the ring while Ulf is like identifying it and looking at it or whatever?
So, Ulf, what does that ring do exactly?
Hold on 1 second. I need to read again.
While that's happening, also though, for one of my 2 hours before bed, before the long rest, I'm gonna turn the studded leather I have into like something that would fit the girl.
Okay.
It would already fit her, presumably, because it was my.
It came off of you, so I mean, I assume it's
probably a little big.
Small.
Yeah.
it's close.
So so
The real question is, if we're talking like pure game mechanics, can she actually wear armor?
Well, so I would actually say she's probably gonna be like, what? You want me to put that on?
Well, I'm gonna make it like look, pretty.
You're gonna make pretty armor.
What's
She's
that
gonna
magic
be
ball?
like, she's gonna like. She'll be like, she'll
Can
be
we
like.
get a roll to see how pretty the armor? I don't care if it actually matters. I want to see how pretty the armor is.
I mean, it's magic. It's as pretty as I want it to be.
Let's roll your religion.
Well, no,
skill.
no. Well, I was gonna say, like, roll me an insight to see what she thinks is pretty. How well do you know what her perception of beauty is?
That's a good point. Like,
Yeah.
you can make
You
it
can
beautiful
make it-
by your
exactly.
perspective, but she might hate it.
You can make it as pretty as you need to with your magic,
Well,
but you're gonna
like-
have to figure out what is
I'm-
she like,
I'm gonna make it for her.
Right.
So you got to know her.
So do you want to? So
Yeah,
you're gonna
so,
ask
like,
her first,
yeah.
then.
I would definitely.
So insight would be fair.
So before we do that though, so she'll be like, I don't really think I want to wear armor.
So you'd have to persuade her.
Oh,
Yeah,
you should have
it's
thought
not-
about that before you joined the army.
What army? I don't want to fight. I just want to go
What?
back to my dad.
Hey, you know prestidigitation. You signed up for this.
And she's like, she actually does start sobbing when Alex like says that as a joke.
I don't know if you remember.
Oh.
Did we ever specify what she actually knows?
What she knows.
I know
about
none of them really knew much.
She will tell you that.
She ain't telling me. I'm not
well,
there.
she hasn't.
I'm,
Yeah, no.
I'm fucking.
She
dead,
honestly
sleeping.
probably wouldn't have told you guys originally. So you just know she knows a little bit of magic.
Like, I can't remember how deeply we grilled everyone about what they knew about magic.
We did
So.
really.
Yeah, not her at
It's
least.
like,
Maybe the other.
do you know
people,
magic? Yes. Okay. That's why they're hunting you. Because there's obviously no real magic users here, other than that wizard
Mhm.
and us.
I mean, a druid's a real magic user. We should save him at some point.
I feel like this story might have been decently different if we had all just been like really uncaring, completely martial characters. Like imagine an entire party of fighters and barbarians that did not give a fuck.
Oh
about
my god.
rules.
I mean, maybe we could do that another
Oh
time.
no! All the people that know prestidigitation disappeared out of the town.
So
What a shame.
So anyways, so she was like, I don't wanna wear the armor.
How about you tell me what you would want it to look like? If you still don't like it after that, then you don't have to wear it.
All right, and she's like, and
It's
she
not
outlines.
that I think you need to wear it.
She
I
outlines.
just think it'd be fun to do a little dress up.
She's like okay, and she does outline to you. She's like, it should have this, and it should like have these cool shoulder pads and this,
I present her with like a plethora of different small gems as well, and tell her that those can be incorporated.
Oh man. And she's like, oh yeah, put those on around the collar line, you know. and yeah, and she gives you an outline, basically what she wants it to look like, mental image.
Alrighty.
Right. So
So I'm just gonna get rid of like a lot of these gems.
yeah, give her like 5 of them. They'll be strung around the front of the collar on her neck. I don't know. All right.
Just like raise the value of this by like 300 gold.
Well, you see, I'm gonna make it, and then leather work in the gems afterwards.
Yeah. All right. That sounds good.
How do you want to like deal with like adding material value to things? Is there going to be a role to like modify that value as well?
I'm gonna. Well, I will actually have you do
I guess that'd be like on the shopkeeper.
Yeah. Well, it would. I will actually have you, since you're doing like the magical stuff first with the just like reforming it, and then you're gonna like work it in with your actual school. Whoa! They're gonna actually.
I'm giant.
Hey, wait, hold on.
So I will make you have for all
what
of that.
What is Matt saying in type?
What is he saying?
Oh yeah, we'll get to that in a sec. Let's pause for a sec.
It seems like he knows something that we don't know.
Well,
it's his ring.
we'll get to that. Yeah.
I mean, he definitely knows something we don't know.
We'll pause on that.
Yes.
So yeah, because we might have to reinterpret that. But
so pretend we don't see that.
So yeah, so anyway, so Layna, you're going to like then like work in the jewels by hand, right? The gems.
Yes.
All right, sounds good. So make me like one overall smith's tool roll, and for this one, I'm gonna say the attribute that it's gonna use is gonna be dexterity, because I think for this it's more like fiddling around with stuff and like nimble fingers than it is like strength, you know.
Yeah, sure.
yeah.
Will you allow me to use my guidance on this?
Sure.
Okay. Jesus Christ, what is happening?
All right. So roll
Tiny
it
little
up.
explosions in somebody's mic.
Oh shit!
Son.
All right, and you just managed to get them in place perfectly. It looks stunning. And when you like finish, turn around and like present it to Jen, she's like, oh, you know what? I changed my mind. I'm gonna wear it. And she like
in the morning we'll get you all fitted
I want to put
up.
it on now.
Jesus, what have you done?
Okay.
And she actually looks
We'll
excited
put it
though,
on
and
there.
happy now though.
Yeah.
So she hasn't been happy up until this point, but she's very happy, and she's like, ooh, and like looking over at the shoulders and everything, and looking down. It looks good, and she's like, that's cool. And she wants to sleep in the armor.
That's okay. You can sleep in the armor.
Yeah. And anyways, so meanwhile, Ulf, thing is,
So that actually just doesn't work.
yeah, you don't
'Cause he
think
doesn't know what my wife
you don't
sounds
know
like.
what his wife sounds like is the problem there.
Okay, now
You can make a lady's voice say something.
I'll make it Nox's voice behind him. Then.
Okay.
Alright, I will turn my head around.
There's nothing there.
So it's a ring of make sounds. Cool.
Something like that. And I use it again to make a chair appear next to him.
Nice. I like
Oh,
it.
we have this spell in the party again.
I'm gonna think to myself for a bit. Do I know a spell that could make sounds?
It's on the warlock spell list.
I know it is.
Yeah, so make
But
me
do
just make me an Arcana check, yeah, if you want. Should be pretty easy. I think you'll probably get this. Yeah.
It'd be really funny if you had
this
that cantrip.
This is
You're
my
like,
know.
I could do that.
This is minor illusion.
It would also
yeah.
be funny.
So it's a ring of minor illusion then.
It seems to be. Can I make an outline of, or make it look like make a image of myself essentially
How tall are you?
You can't. No, it has to be an object. It can't be a person.
Yeah.
What's that one again? Is that Dometry?
I don't know.
What?
No, I used it to make
Yourself.
I used it to make like the look of a person before.
But you can't.
Oh yeah, I guess technically you're not supposed to be able to do that because this is an object.
People are
object.
objects.
Happen. No,
Yeah.
not in rules terms.
Anyways,
I will agree with you, not in rules terms.
That was monk illusion though. This is different completely.
Yeah, completely. Definitely not the same.
Yeah,
this is
definitely.
magic. This is
Yeah.
not.
Yeah,
key-
monks don't actually
key
have
evolution.
magic. It's key. No, so
Yeah.
anyways,
It's
Purely
magic.
based on physical
Yeah.
effort.
so
No,
yeah,
key is
it's
magic.
it's concentrating hard and then stuff happens. Definitely not magic.
Yeah.
No, so,
Yeah,
It is
that's
magic.
Like, you
exactly
explicitly.
that's exactly what somebody who couldn't harness their key would say.
yeah.
But it's,
I-
it's exactly.
Yeah, we know, Jack. We're making jokes. All right, so you guys can. You guys, what are you gonna do? You gonna go to bed?
Yes.
Yeah.